Alright, so, I'd like each and every single one of you to gather around the table, and let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for the tale of these band of misfits, the tale of the corruption within and that of an everlasting frost. For this be the infamous tale of the Frostmaiden. Previously, our heroes would be found in the midst of the arena of the gods. Their bodies would be tested, their wits honed, and their mental sharpened as they deal with the first of many challenges. The first challenge to solve a puzzle amongst several orbs. However, they'd not be able to solve it alone as they recruit the likes of the Pandaladin and Zephyr for aid. They need to be cursed and solve one another's curse in order to free themselves, complete the challenges. Their brains would be racked, but eventually they all would push through in success. That said, when the final challenge was thrown to our heroes, they accepted and marched towards their fate. Their fate in a final fight between life and death. To do this sort of battle. This clash between the likes of a champion of death and claim the reward and power and knowledge to help save Oyamenartok, Aegon, and Thorn and all the other Goliath werebears amongst their tribe. That said, survivors, listen now. The challenge has been laid out. Will you conquer it or will you suffer the consequences? Well, we'll have to find out in session 8 of Rime of the Frostmaiden. That said, let us see your strength, champions. Alrighty. That said, let us get you guys to your map, and let's get you guys to your ambience, as usual. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. Yep, simple enough. Alrighty. So, real quick, again, for those of you who don't know, as I mentioned before, if inspiration points are changed to inspiration die, you can only redeem once per session, all that stuff, and only if one player can hold one die at a time. So, if you use it all or immediately, then you're fucked.
Hey, question. What is that die? You've mentioned that we can only hold one, but you haven't mentioned what type of die it is.
Oh, chat can redeem multiple types, like between a D4 and a D20. D20 being the highest, but you have to be actually cracked out of your mind to have a D20, like Raven.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me fix the overlay again. All right. And this is.
Did that last over sessions?
Yeah. Wait. You also said you said the whole party can only have one, or
no, not the whole party. Like individual. Like for example, Lika can have like only a D8 inspiration die or a D4. Like she only has one slot for an inspiration die across the entire board. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So.
So do you just add it on top of whatever your role was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Cool.
That said, here we go. And most of the die can only be redeemed like once per session, except for like D4s and stuff like that. And I still am working out the balancing kinks of it, so please don't abuse it. As it's still work in progress that I barely was able to do or set up for today and all that stuff. So it'll most likely be changed and increased significantly by the end of the session or by next week. So, that said, Raven has a redeemed inspiration point for Bimroth, and Vampire Wombat has redeemed a D10 inspiration die for Lika. So you guys can write that down. That said, that is that. Let's begin. So, as we pick back up exactly where we left off, we look back to where we find the likes of everyone preparing and tending to their wounds. As this happens, you find yourselves in the arena once more, surrounded by statues of the deities. And you look up above and you almost witness as the sky begins to flicker, immediately to a darkened sky of night anew. You look over and ahead, and you watch as... Ooh, hold on. My little opera thing is acting up, but that's fine. But you look up and over, and you see as up to the side, kind of where the stand is, Mimir, the sort of the god of knowledge. His head begins to slowly float over off to the side and reside back to where it originally rested. As this occurs, here, I'm gonna change this thing because my opera is lagging like hell. Jesus, it is just freezing constantly for whatever reason. Here, I'm gonna boop, 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 and we're just gonna do that. Alright. You guys are breaking the system.
Hey, don't be blaming our or your hardware problems on us.
Oh boy.
I'm not standing for this. I fixed my hardware yesterday.
Alright, we're gonna do that. So, that said, as this is sort of occurring, Mimir begins to say, "Alright, well, prepare yourselves for the fight. Say your goodbyes or whatever you got to do. And when you're ready for the next challenge, I'll summon you to him. That said, I'll be residing here until then. Got any questions? Ask away. But afterwards, it's over."
Mr. Talking Head, sir, I do have a couple of questions.
That's Mimir.
Mr. Murmur,
Mimir.
what happens if we die here? What happens to us?
Well, you don't want to see that one, but if you really, really do intend on it, you're gonna have to find out yourself. Boy. It's not pretty, I can at least tell you that much.
Okay. And, whenever we come back from dying, do we have to come back as a zombie or a skeleton?
Nope. You'll probably just go down to, well, hell, and probably be a spirit or something.
Why does it have to be hell? What happened to, like, heaven or something?
Well, actually, you know what? You are a kind spirit. You might be able to get or sort of finagle your way in there. But I mean,
how
hey,
do you know I'm
I don't really
kind?
decide that kind of thing.
Okay. And do you have to come back like a zombie or a skeleton? Because I've seen way too many of those.
I mean, well, if you're, yeah, come a little closer. I don't feel like yelling a little bit. Alright. That said, as he begins to sort of mention this, he says, well, it really depends on if you're trying to sort of come back from the dead. See, if you're trying to come back from the dead, then you're gonna be returned. Yeah, you heard of the returned or anything like that?
No. What does that mean?
Anth, make a religion check for me.
Alright.
14. With your 14, you've definitely heard of returned. In fact, Phonax is known to be the first returned. A little fun little tidbit is he was actually the first individual to ever escape the realm of death from the likes of Erebos, the god of death, and Aethros, the god of passage. And he carved this sort of way to allow other undead to sort of rise into the material plane.
So I have to fight my way back to come back. Is that what I'm getting?
Well, that was for Anth with his religion check. He just knows that.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah, and wouldn't be keen to sharing that information with Leica right now.
Yeah. It is a very, very secret thing. But Mir will say, well, thing is and whatnot, you can certainly try to become a returned and come back to the land of the living, but it's not an easy sort of task. You're gonna have to sort of get through lots and lots of things, and you'll probably be hunted down for the rest of your days, so again, don't really recommend it.
Who would hunt you?
Well, if I could probably guess, and hopefully I'm getting the names right and all that stuff, but your sort of version, your god of death, I believe his name's Erebos. Probably him. Oh. See, the thing about Erebos is he's a little bit of a tricky one, all the gods of death. They believe that everyone who lives and whatnot, they all worship him because eventually you'll all die and whatnot. Well, most of you. And when you die, you'll reside in the realm of the dead, in the underworld with him. So, you escaping him sort of, well, makes you not really a follower anymore. Doesn't like that.
How many gods of death are there?
Alright, well, that I can't actually sort of answer myself. Depends on how many pantheons there are. And thing with, well, Aurora and whatnot. They're ever expanding, so. We'll chalk it up to infinitely many.
Okay. Thank you.
Aye.
So, what are we fighting?
If you all are ready, I can show you exactly where. But you're fighting a champion of death. Champion of Erebos himself. The likes of the other sort of ones with the sort of panda, Zephyr, the other, the fire salamander and amethyst. All of them will be dealing with the other champions of Erebos while you fight yours. Alright. So, that said, is there anything else you need to do before you sort of go in? Any healing, any spell casting, preparations, anything?
Have we taken a long rest or a short rest?
You have not taken either, I believe.
We took short rest.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I still have one portent, that's why I'm asking.
You can take a long rest if you want, but again, like Mimir said, you have no idea how time works in this way. Or in this realm. So the choice is yours.
I'm all good to continue.
Yeah.
Don't know
I'll
how
be fine.
the rest of you.
I'll be fine. I lost 6 hit points because of the brain thing, but I'll be fine.
Hey, question, Pyre, does your portent, does it reset on a long rest or on a day?
I believe it's on a long.
Yes, it's long rest.
Okay, if it's a long rest, okay, that'll be different. Because if it's a day, then hey, buddy, you might as well just start re-rolling at this point. Alright. So, what am I hearing? Is everyone ready to go then? No more questions or anything?
Let's go.
I suppose we'll find out everything in time.
Alright.
Actually,
Aye.
I might have one question.
What may it be?
Do you know what I'm looking for? It's a city. I don't know its name.
I do know the one.
Where is it?
Well, that's the thing. Oh, goodness. It's down below your feet. Just not currently.
Below the snow.
If you want to say that.
What's the name of the city?
See, now you're asking for too much. The name, well... the thing is, it has many names, sadly. But that's all I can really say. Gotta distinguish a little bit more. But, I will also tell you... See, as you probably figured out, and as I mentioned before, I can only answer so much without... so disrupting the balance of everything. But I can only do so typically when people leave or come into the arena and leave successful and not dying. That said, you all are successful, similar like the others, and then you'll essentially gain a little bit of knowledge and insight from the god of knowledge and whatnot. Free of charge and everything. There are also no limitations.
Free.
I see. Thank you.
But one thing to preface before you get too excited. Knowledge is very dangerous, as I mentioned before. Some things are best to be left unknown. Because certain things can kill you just from even learning it. So be careful in what you try to learn.
Yeah. Like what I was trying to read on the pillar.
Yeah, that's something. How's it going over there, Pyre?
Doing fine. Doing great. Feeling full health. No astral corruption going on. Yeah, doing great.
I see. You just look a little nervous there for a little bit.
No reason.
I see. Don't worry. It'll be all good.
Yeah, all good. You know, either way, it sounds like either I'm destined to be undead, or I'll be alive.
Oh man. All right. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna fucking write that down just in case. Just store them in the back of my head.
Oh no! Don't do it. No.
I'm just gonna store them in the back of my head, my little noggin brain. All right. That said, you sealed your own fate.
Help! Not good, buddy.
All right. Oh, there goes that. Is that all?
That's all from me. Thank you.
All right. So, last thing. If you got any health potions, you may want to check your inventories and all of that other stuff. This is the final warnings and checks, and when you are ready to go, stand by Mimir, and let's do this. Whether you're casting any spells beforehand or whatever.
I have nothing.
Leader will...
Go ahead.
Go on. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Pyre already has mage armor up, so I think he's good to go.
Leader will approach. Anth and be like, "Hey, boss."
Yes.
Very good, boss.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say about that.
Stupid question, Sensei.
Go for it.
Is there any food sources in this arena since we've been starving and kind of cold and hungry?
No. So you haven't had to worry about food or water in this arena the entire time?
Yeah, but just seeing if there's stuff we can take.
Oh, well, you look over and up above you do see as this sort of thing. This is no longer here. The rug itself is over here, has been completely taken and has been ripped up. This chair right off to the side, it is also completely shattered into several bits of wooden pieces and all about. Looking for food and water, however, besides the bits of blood scattered about and the weapons around you, nah, not really.
Are there any daggers around on the ground?
I would say yes, typically, but they've already been taken.
Okay, out of the weapons that are lying around, what can we find?
There actually is no more weapons. Well, actually, hold on. There is one thing, because Myra left it, if I remember right.
So what you're saying is the other party stole all our loot.
Yes.
What did my candle friend leave? What did my candle friend leave behind? Please.
If I remember right. Okay, so I think there is... No, I don't... I think there's that flail over there is still there, if I remember right. I think there may be one sword off to the side.
Huh?
I'll roll for a dagger, but I think they're all taken by Amethyst.
I can't wield a bat or a flail, so
you better put it up with Amethyst and Zephyr.
I mean, you
32.
can use
Yeah.
it, you can't use it well.
Didn't Pyre have that one staff?
Yeah, I had a quarterstaff starting off the campaign.
I have a javelin with a pointy end. Do I like? Okay.
I didn't
for
want
the
this stuff
sword,
anyway.
how heavy is the sword? Out of curiosity. I might
What
not
are
be able
you?
to
You're
wield
level
it.
2. You might have
Yeah.
a monk. I think you have a monk feature. Yeah, you have a
I think
monk
so.
feature where it allows you to use a long sword if you wanted to, but you're dexterity based, so you wouldn't really be able to use it anyways.
No, I won't. Okay.
They definitely took the short swords if I remember right. That's...
But they left us a glaive and a flail and a long sword.
I am checking at the moment. Okay. So there is no dagger. There is a shield off to the side that seems burnt. And that battle axe is still there. Those are the only weapons that are around though.
Wait,
I believe you
that
can use a.
shield-
I think you can use an axe though, or like a hand axe or something.
So
You can
that
use
is
simple
shield.
weapons. Sorry, go on.
Did you say that shield looked burned?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's still usable for sure.
Yeah.
Since you're talking about burned, I do have resistance to fire in case something's breathing fire.
That said, all right. Well, if all your goodbyes are said, if all your preparations are done, you in the back, you ready to go? You got anything left to do?
Can we get the
Oh.
shield?
Yeah, if you want.
I have something. I would like to use bardic inspiration on all 3 of them if I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you don't have to concentrate on it. All right. Mark down all
Right.
3 uses, and you have 1 bardic inspiration left. And that is a D6 for each and every one of you guys, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I just got hit?
Huh?
You didn't take
Oh,
any damage though. Yeah,
Yeah, I
just,
did.
you did.
I did.
Wait.
Oh, you did. Yo, Anthony's trying to kill the party.
Oh, that.
Why are
Oh,
you
that-
trying to
that-
badly
hey.
injure me?
I just clicked bardic inspiration. That's all. And
Oh,
I fucking did 4 damage.
Apparently, your singing was so bad we took 6 psychic damage.
Yeah, and I suppose you take damage as I inspire with the words, and I'm sure we'll be all right.
And this fucking keels over and dies.
Hey, I've got 10. I've got 10 HP. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm good.
I see. All right.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire. All right.
Triple kill.
That said, all right. If everyone's good to go, let's do this. You guys all begin to witness as Mimir shines his eye, and your vision begins to. Oh wait, actually, real quick. And Lika, you said you want to get the shield, right? I'm making because you said that right before Anth went into it.
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on.
I'm totally taking that shield. It'll be the most useful thing out of all of the other ones right
I
now.
don't know if you can use shields or not. I don't think you can, but I could be wrong.
No, but it's more so for my boss.
I see.
Oh, if
So-
Lyca would offer that shield, he wouldn't gladly exchange it for the dagger he has carrying.
Okay. Remember, if you like any final sort of preparations, now is the time. After that, that is it.
So just to confirm, Anth and Lika, we've exchanged a burnt shield and a dagger to each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Lika, you have a dagger. Alrighty. It's in your inventory. It is equipped now. Boom, boom, boom. And that is all.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Now, as it happens. So, you watch as Mimir's eye begins to shine forth once more, and your vision begins to go white. You hear this sort of constant ringing sound in your ears. And as you're kind of blinded by this sort of, shining, you feel cold for a moment. So cold. Before you awaken once more. You look out and you glance out and find an ancient looking room, and you're submerged ankle deep in this water. However, as you begin to get a hold of your surroundings, that feeling of coldness leaves you. It escapes you and is replaced for the first time in a long time for most of you. An actual warmth, a comfortable climate. You guys all appear in this map as soon as I can make it load off to the side. What's going on?
You didn't preload it?
Nah, for some reason, like, my browsers or whatever just freezing up. I can't click anything. Yeah, I don't know why.
I need to download more RAM.
Apparently.
Dedicated WAM.
Yeah, because I can't click anything here. It's weird. Like I can see the screen and everything. I just can't click anything on it.
I just found out I have a
I think it has something to do with me running two foundries at the same time. Maybe. Well, I'm loading it on the other side. So I guess if in the meantime, while this thing is loading and being stupid, you guys can talk amongst one another while it's I'm fixing it over here.
So, Mr. K, what can you do? Got 2 swords on your back.
Doing that.
I can use them.
Oh, very cool.
Well, I'd hope so.
Mr. Pyre can make fire.
He's probably just kind of sitting
There
there
it is.
playing with fire, just kind of like tossing like a little ember between his 2 fingers.
See?
What the fuck? I have never seen that glitch before in my life. What the fuck? That's so weird. Alright. I have fixed it. I am fucking powerful. Alright, Rime of Frostmaiden, 8.
You're
and
powerful? That's trouble.
I am indeed. Alrighty. And it is loading on my end.
I mean, he's a DM. He's not powerful at all.
Yeah.
I have no power.
Hey. All his power is circumstantial.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. You guys all see this map.
Are we in water?
Yes, you are. You are submerged in water, but it is ankle deep for almost all of you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ankle deep for most of them, but it's at like waist deep. Okay, got it.
That's not, you're not that tiny, but it's like, it's getting there, right? Like if you slowly crouch down, yeah, you're definitely fucking waist deep.
Can we hear anything as we warp to this different location?
Yes, you can. You can actually hear sort of running water off to the side, and you look up ahead and you witness the likes of a sort of small waterfall coming from the central area over here. But
nothing like it sounds like it's moving through the water.
no.
And it's warm in this area.
It's warm enough. It's not feeling like summer or anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
But compared to, you know, the freezing colds of the Azure Taiga,
So it's not below 0. It's not.
no, yeah.
These are these walls, or are these like platforms you can stand on to your left and right?
Granted, you could probably climb atop of them, but you got to figure out a way how to get up there. But looking about towards that area, Pyre, you see again in this sort of ancient-looking room, but it seems to be that there's a little bit of sun sort of shining just barely through the cracks of multiple sort of not windows, but just sort of openings in this area. Granted, you can't really see them from your position, but if you had a way to elevate yourself, then you could probably look through it.
Is there anything that we can see in terms of ripples or things in the water that could put, like, how clear is this water?
You can, it's pretty clear, all things considered. You can see like the bits of stone underneath you, and you even see a handful of, well, actually make a perception check, Lika.
Sure.
A 7 for a total of 10. You look around and you can see bits of bones and other sort of things in the likes of the water. Off to the side, the closest thing to you, you see an actual smaller sort of sword, not too far from here, but also it seems to be clutched by that of a sort of bony arm.
If it ain't broke, it's usable.
Thanks for the T1 sub, Drax Goku.
Bony
Appreciate
arm,
you.
hey? Lika's gonna take the javelin from her bag, and I just want to poke the bony arm.
Sure,
See
walk
if
over
it'll
to it.
react to it. Okay, where specifically is the bony arm?
Oop, over there.
Okay.
Oh, Riku, also, why are you rolling? Or I'm gonna change you to Anth.
Well, oh.
This man's ready to be
Damn.
punching people as a dragonborn. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Alright, so Lika, you walk on over, sifting through the water, and as you do, you look over towards the sort of bony sort of skeleton arm, and you try to pick up the sword. As you do, you reach out, and it seems to be good. No reaction. Also, thank you, Goku, for the 5 gifted subs. Much love.
Just for good measure.
You said you do what?
I would like to whack the head of the skeleton just for good measure, just to make sure it doesn't come out, you know.
I see. As you do, you sort of kick it off to the side, and you watch as it immediately just sort of flies off. Nothing happens.
That one's good. And I will follow the rest of the people in the space, I think.
Alright. As said, Karaso, you standing or staying back?
I'm going forward actually as well.
Alright.
Is this clean water?
Make a medicine check or a nature check, your choice.
I would like to do the same.
Alright, you can give him advantage or you can make your own.
I'll just give advantage.
Alright, so roll one more time, Pyre. 10 to 13.
Should have done it myself.
Oh man. With the 13, looking at it, as clean as water can be as you guys are walking through it, you know, and there being bones scattered about. I mean, you've seen dirtier water, but you've also seen significantly cleaner. Now, granted, if any of you had a spell or a way of purifying the water, cleaning it that way, this could be or easily done, you know? So it's not out of the question.
Could we boil the water and then filter it to clean it?
Yeah, between all of you and what you guys know and are capable of, yeah, you could easily do that.
How are our water skins looking, guys?
We need water. We haven't had water since we landed.
Pyre did melt some snow and like.
Yeah, I thought we had like a full stacks of water when we entered the arena.
I can check. Let's look at your party resources for Rime of the Frostmaiden. You guys are completely out of water.
Oh, never
0
mind.
out of 10.
Never mind.
So, with that being said, and Pyre seeing water sitting at his feet, he's gonna start like actually just forgetting the whole combat thing and just start purifying water and like filling up water skins.
No, Oh, thanks, Pyre.
Yeah, he's just gonna start boiling the crap out of it and like.
How many water
filtering
skins
it.
do you guys have?
Or...
3.
3? Okay.
Oh,
Good to know.
Do we have 3? Only 3?
Yep.
Yeah. I know you didn't
What
have all
happened to my
5, but I
mug?
know you.
I don't have
Um,
one.
Yeah.
Where's
Oh
my mug?
wait.
You don't have one?
Neither do I.
It's kind of
Jordan
like
had
you guys
one.
didn't know that you would be lost in time and
Yeah,
stranded
kind
at
of
sea.
like I was thinking, like, oh, I am going to a new land to start my business.
I didn't prepare
mean,
for
again-
survival.
I guess
But the
that makes
motherfucking ship
sense.
explodes.
Pyre, you get, Lika's gonna look at you and be like, I've got only 1 water skin, and I had a mug, but somebody lost it.
Oh snap. Hey, hey Sensei.
Mhm.
Not a mess kit. I could store water in a mess kit, right?
Nah, you actually need a water skin for it. Granted, you can craft a water skin whenever you guys take a short rest or a long rest and all that stuff you can craft. But not at the moment.
So game mechanics wise, what would that take to do?
Oh, you just take a short rest and then you make a survival check to craft it. If you have, and then you expend the materials resource to make it.
Can the players see how much resources we have?
Yeah,
Or
do you
where
want
would
me to
we
go
find
over it
that?
again? Or
Well,
list
I don't
out
know
everything?
where it is.
Yeah.
I'm
For
not
for
sure if
whatever
my
reason, I
notes are
can't show
correct.
you guys. Like, I can't, like, unless I, like, post it or whatever, I can't, like, just show it to you guys in Foundry, so I just got to read it off. So whenever you wondering, like, hey, how many resources we got? Just let me know and I'll tell you. So right now, you have 0 out of 10 food, 0 out of 10 water, 0 out of 10 mana, 0 out of 10 materials, and 2 out of 10 medicine.
So
And
it caps off at
correct.
10.
Yeah, how many soul coins do you guys have?
Zero.
You do not have any soul coins. Yeah, it's not relevant to your campaign.
So
We are broke. Oh,
the cap is 10 though. Like
Mm-hmm.
we can have 10 at any point.
Yeah. As long as you have
mean-
places to store it, that's the main thing.
Okay.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Pyre, you are filling up the water and trying to boil it. Now, granted, you considering you're a fire genasi, I'm assuming it doesn't really take you much time between the likes of produce flame. What do you got again? Produce flame and all of the sort of shenanigans with that. It takes you a little bit, not too long, maybe about 3 minutes at the most of you just sort of doing this process, but eventually you're able to gain the likes of 3 stocks of water. Good stuff.
Well, since we only have 2 water skins, shouldn't it be 2?
All right, I thought you had 3. Am I crazy?
Anth, do you have a water skin?
nope.
Oh, so I guess
you
that's...
don't have a skin.
No, I
Nah.
don't have one.
Yeah,
So-
so we just have 2.
All right, never mind. So 2 then. All right. Okie dokie. So, with the water filled up, do you guys proceed forward?
Yeah.
I suppose there's nothing else to do.
Quick question regarding the walls that are on either side of us. How tall are they? And do
The
they have
walls.
handles?
So this about right here is not too far up. It's about 10 feet at the moment.
Which one is that one? Okay, 10 feet. This one?
Yep, 10
Okay.
feet this one, and it's the same kind of universally. So 10 feet over here. Now, granted, you could this little area right here, it's 5 feet to again eventually getting a 10 feet height advantage.
This one right here?
Yes, this one over here.
Oh, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, boss, I'm just gonna go climb up over here, if that's cool with everyone. I want to see the lay of the land.
Oh, of course.
Cool.
Sensei.
Yep. Lika,
Since
you can
we
move your
find
character.
Water. Is there anything we can salvage from this area? Specifically, like materials or healing stuff?
Make a survival check for me, Pyre.
Because I would assume that there's organic growth and other things here. And completely ignoring the fact that we're here to fight something. You said survival?
Yeah, survival. 11, looking around, From what you can tell, not really. Besides the water, there's not really much of any grass or anything kind of useful. There is, however, a bit of a lily pads not too far from here. Or it seems to be at the waterfall itself. But other than that, that's pretty much the only real greenery around. The rest is sort of surrounded by just pretty much bones scattered about.
Yeah, about those bones. Could they be materials?
How so? What are you trying to use them for? Or explain to me how you would like to use the bones.
To use the bones. Anything that requires anything beside like skin, anything.
I mean, shoot, if you want to make some sick bone armor, I mean, yeah, that'll work.
I want to make
I mean, what we could do is we could get as many bones as we wanted, and then make like a rope ladder with rope. Make sure like they're sturdy.
True.
Just saying.
The most you could maybe do is maybe make an alarm system with the bones.
Oh.
That sort of thing.
I mean that's
unless you
good.
get creative past that. I mean, by all means, go for it. But the most you probably do is that, like, tie all the bones together with a string, and then if anybody runs into it, alert them. That sort of thing.
Well, we could take them for any future ideas maybe come up soon.
We make them into arrowheads.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or one-use daggers.
Or bolts.
Or bolts, yeah.
Can I get bone kunai? Like, just out of curiosity?
Yeah.
A bone
Let's go
kunai.
full fucking tribal here.
I'll tell you
armor,
what. I'll tell you what. If you guys are all searching for bones, if you guys actually want to pick some up, all of you make a survival check. Leak it, but you're at the top of this thing at the moment, right?
Ah, motherfucking.
Would I know with my role if the
This
wood
got
has to
some
be used for
motherfucking
anything?
bones.
This sound
Oh
about
my
me.
God.
Boneless.
Yes, use
wasted
all
a
your
nat 20.
20s. Yes, use all
I
your
wasted my
high
nat 20.
rolls. No, I'm messing with it. All right. That said, I hope hopefully it comes back later. That said, let's handle Lika for a second first. So Lika, as you look out towards the area, just being as this high, you see through these sort of openings, not too far, but it seems to be that you're not surrounded in the likes of just a snowy Arctic at the moment. You find yourselves in the midst of a forest, but the area around, snow is kind of melting. But the thing that seems strange to you, Lika, this actually looks familiar for some strange reason.
It's a mount.
I feel like you've seen this place before. Not necessarily the inside of this area, but at least the surrounding area, the forest. It just seems, I don't know, just strange.
Can I do a smell check to see if I recognize the air?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check. And while you're doing that, meanwhile, getting the bones. All right, 9, 25, and 18. I will say you guys are able to collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will say you guys are able to collect 6 or 7 bones between all of you.
Hey, Lika. Are red pandas and fire genasi from the same area?
I don't know.
Hey,
I
Sensei.
came from an island.
Make a history check, Pyre. 9? That's enough. They are.
Okay.
In fact, that is the reason why, our red pandas are able to, or have the capability to climb, and why fire genasi have the ability to hover.
All right, then. And Pyre has no idea where he's at, right?
Nah, not until Lika says anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't know you're in a forest at the moment, but that said, all right. As this is sort of happening and whatnot off to the side, you guys begin to see as, oh boy, a strange sort of mist begins to form not too far from here. Kind of surrounding as you guys are sort of just picking up bones and collecting them and scavenging around. Lika, you looking out to the side to see and get a hold of yourself and where you individuals are. And you guys see just some strange sort of bluish but kind of greenish mist off to, or up ahead. You see as it begins to sort of sift out, becomes more and more apparent as it begins to slowly take over the entire arena.
Is it flammable?
Do you want to see if that is the case?
Before it gets to us, yes, fire's gonna throw fire at it to see if it's flammable.
All right. You fire an arcane bolt towards them, and it seems to sift through and strike off to the side. Doesn't seem flammable.
Are we able to see through it?
For the most part, yeah, but your vision is definitely obscured a little bit by it. Nothing to reduce to like a mechanical benefit or anything like that, but it's something to note.
Mm-hmm.
Is it starting to fill up the whole entire arena?
Slowly.
Is this the same mist that we were accosted by in the taiga?
No, it is not. The mist that you saw in the taiga was more of a swirling mass of purples, greens, and blues. This one seems to be only that of green.
Is there any smell with that mist coming out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
The
it
smell of
odorous
death.
and sulfur?
Well, funny you mentioned that, or Karas. You see as the mist begins to form, as it does, it begins to almost snuff out the warmth and snuff out almost this, with this almost overwhelming sense of dread, any bits of hope that you previously had, and it turns it to ash immediately. You look up ahead and you see as bones begin to sort of crack and animate from underneath the water as they slowly merge from the ground and animate before you. With each cracking of bone you hear, you see as another sort of skeleton begins to sort of pull its entire neck and arm sockets into place. Before, oh goodness, you hear this. Bloodshed, war, and battle, all the same. These simple battles between Iroas and Mogus, then Phonax and Heliod. Constant bloodshed. And with each kill, each stab of the blade, they forget the wrath of his might, all before it's too late. You begin to hear this sort of voice almost emanating from afar, upward or up north, and or as more and more of these sort of skeletons begin to animate, you see as they begin to sort of don a bit of armor and bit of weapons before you, not too far, standing over the likes of the lily pad and more. As it continues, it says, "Death cares not for your qualms. It does not discriminate. As the death comes ever closer for you all." And as it's sort of snuffed out, wielding, you see a figure sort of emanate and emerge from the likes of the green mist itself, wielding a massive great sword sort of, or almost lodged on their, or upon their back. And even the likes of a longbow made of skull and bones. you see a hooded figure with no flesh to their face. Massive in size, leading an entire legion of skeletons. He unsheathes his sword and commands his army forward. As you all see, oh boy, it's time, my friends.
Hey Sensei, when they were talking about the clashes between the gods, basically, does those stories mimic what Pyre had written down off the pillars before he entered the orb?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, so
It
it's
all
basically the
rings true.
same story, and
It all rings true. But you guys all see this individual. Oh, goodness. That said, as they begin to point
Know
that
him.
you do. You see as he begins to animate forth, and as he points his great sword commanding the legion of skeletons towards you all. Oh boy. It's time to gather what little strength you have, heroes, as your souls are shackled, and the time for battle is now. I need each and every single one of you to roll for initiative. It's time for a boss battle, everybody. Alrighty. Let's fucking do this. Here we go.
we're all gonna die.
Alright.
Fucking time for a mom to call. What?
And you guys are exactly where you are at the moment. That is something. Alright. Let's get you guys your ambience and all that stuff for the time being, and let's go over everything. So, this is Rime of the Frostmaiden's first boss battle, so I get to go over a couple things and explain how these things work. So, pay attention and be sure to ask as many questions as you have. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Alright. So, let's go over a couple things. So, as I've done before, I've mentioned to you guys all the martial checks and all that stuff. They will be essential to this fight. You guys will need to use all of these sort of techniques and all of the sort of courage that you possibly have, and work together if you want to have even a chance at defeating this boss. If you guys don't work together, if you are going at each other and are at odds with one another, then you will most likely fail, and failure will most likely result in your death or even worse. So, focus up. That said, the way boss fights work typically is I give you guys a list of enemy traits that you get to know beforehand. I'll obviously describe what all these means and explain it to you, and then answer any of all your questions. Afterwards, we go into initiative, and you guys can make martial checks and all that stuff to identify enemy abilities and all that stuff. And I'll go a little bit further in depth with that later down the line. All right. Typically, you're going to want to write down all of the boss's abilities, so that way when you identify them through your little checks and all that stuff, you'll know exactly which ability does what. So there won't be any confusion. You can use that to strategize with your party. Alright. Typically, I've seen people make or use the in-game content chat in the Discord to write it down. It's so then that way multiple people can edit it and change it at a time. Alright. That's it. Alright, enemy traits. Let's go into this. Does anybody have any questions before we go into the traits of this monster? Or this fight, excuse me. Alright. First trait is, well, we'll go over all of them. Tactics. Intuition check, clash, ruthless, echo call, and maim. Let's go over what each and every single one of these mean one at a time. Tactics is the following. You guys have 1 minute to discuss tactics and strategize each round before initiative begins. Oh, and also I forgot one other trait. Legendary Lair. That is the final one. But yeah, tactics is 1 minute to discuss tactics and strategize each round. Alright, intuition check. It is the exact same thing as a martial check, we're just rebranding to an intuition checks as I'm slowly bringing in a new combat system. All the features from the boss fight from yesterday will not be enabled because it's not done yet. But for future boss fights those things will be enabled. But for right now, they are typical to how we've been doing it for the past couple months. So if you don't know, an intuition check is a free check on your turn that you can make to essentially identify either an enemy's abilities, its intent, and even some of it, or to a point, some statistics after you've identified all of its abilities and more. It is essential to do this, as once you make an intuition check and you learn an ability, you may do what's called a clash. A clash is a thing that, or an action that takes relatively, no, it does not take your entire turn. It takes one action to do, and it is essentially a showdown between you and the enemy. A final stand, a high risk, high reward maneuver where you will roll your highest attack roll you possibly have against the enemy as he does the same. Whoever rolls the highest will be the one to win, and they will be able to seal an ability of their choice. Granted, if a player wins a clash, they will be able to seal an enemy's ability of their choice, as well as a couple more things depending on how well you succeed. If an enemy wins the clash, however, terrible things can happen. It could be things of not only just doing damage, but it could also be an instant critical strike, or even the likes of making you have disadvantage or making you go blind for a moment in time, and many other things. It all depends on the degree of success and failure between both parties. Does that make sense? I will assume silence makes sense. Alrighty. That said, alright, next up. Ruthless. Here's a fun one, and a terrible one at that. Very, very dangerous trait. Essentially, what this means is, typically in D&D, monsters will whenever they knock you unconscious, they'll just walk past you and ignore you as if you don't exist anymore. Not the Death Harbinger. The Death Harbinger specifically, not the skeletons, but the Death Harbinger specifically will hit you while you are down to force death saving throws to try to kill you. He will not hesitate. Alright. Next up, we'll go over Legendary Lair and then Echo Call. Legendary Lair, it means this. This individual or this fight has lair actions, and lair actions happen on initiative 20. Alrighty. Any questions so far before I go into the next thing?
Was there maim as a trait too?
Yes, Maim and Echo Call.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. So, Maim is this. If the Death Harbinger specifically ever does enough damage to knock you unconscious, he has a 35% chance to instead try to maim you. Meaning, he will roll a D100, and if he rolls a 35 or lower, then he will attempt to do so. You will have to make a Constitution saving throw, and depending on how well you succeed the DC, or fail the DC, will determine what happens and how you get maimed. It is his choice to do it so, or to do so instead of knocking you unconscious. This is the same thing that made multiple other individuals lose their arms, eyes, and more in the past. Grimroth knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Funny.
Alright. That said, this can be as bad as losing a leg or an arm, or it could be as simple as maybe losing just a simple finger or an eye. But you don't want to suffer this. You really, really don't. Last but not least, Echo Call. Alright, this is a familiar trait for some of you in the past who've played in my previous games. Echo Call means that you can call upon a previous character or a previous echo as a boon. That said, it can be, or the boon is determined by the likes of their character's personality, their traits, their race, their class, and their accomplishments, and everything that they've done in the Auroraverse. This is only, however, if you ever use an Echo Call, that character ceases to ever be used again in Project Aurora. Alright. Also, one thing as a note, there is one caveat. Graythros is deactivated from this sort of case.
Of course. I mean, he's a god.
Yeah. He cannot do that anymore.
What do you mean?
Oh no, Fish ran! Get him! Fish ran! Get him!
He's afraid.
He's afraid! He doesn't know what's coming to him! Oh man.
I wouldn't want to use Echo Call anyway. I don't want to lose any of them.
Goodness. That said, that is that. And these things can range from like crazy boons. It can range sometimes from just a simple DM's inspiration to getting the likes of an entire class ability for your entire party. Oh boy. So, very, very powerful, and it takes your entire turn to do. Alright. That said, that is everything. Does anybody have any questions about the traits of this fight? Or may we begin?
I think we are as ready as we can be.
If that's the case, so be it, my friends. Let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Alright. And also because of this, let's get our favorite old soundtrack. It's Witcher 3, baby. Alright. Boss playlist, War, main theme 1, and... Alright. So, that being said, initiative has been rolled by the players. It's now time for me to roll initiative for the Death Harbinger and the Skeletons. Rolling initiative now. Skeletons only need 1 initiative. They will all go on the same sort of thing. I will also actually here, I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to take this skeleton off to the side right here. Everybody look over here. This skeleton is not in the fight. I am using this purely for initiative. You can ignore this at all times. You can still climb up this area if you want, but he is just for initiative purposes.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, rolling for the skellies. Skeletons, oof, with an 18. My goodness. Death Harbinger rolling initiative for him now. Oh my god! That is a natural 20! Oh god, why? Why? That is not good to have the skeletons and the Death Harbinger go in succession. That is terrible. Alright. Does anybody have anything? Is anybody using anything, inspiration points to change that, or is that how it is?
I think we just have to live with our despair.
Alright, if that is the decision, let's rock and roll. Alright, before you... hold up. We'll wait for Lika to get back, and then you guys can discuss tactics and all that stuff, because I don't want you guys to be sort of short for it. Or a clash. I clash them immediately! Hello, thoughts and tales, welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness, he's coming. He's ready to go. Like, I imagine Bimroth's like a freaking wild animal, like, let me out, I want to clash. Like, he's just barking.
High enough, I will clash first turn.
Bro, Bimroth holds the record for that. Man, it's stupid. He knows. He's like, hey yo, I'm throwing caution to the wind. Alright, I'll give Lika like 30 seconds, and if not, then we'll just go into tactics and all that stuff. Because I don't want to take too long.
Are these skeletons similar to the ones we fought already?
What are you referring to?
So, with some of the skeletons we fought, they were resistant to like cold damage and cold abilities. Do these appear to be like the same skeletons, or like
I don't
undead?
remember that.
Skeletons are...
Are you referring to the Mistwalker, the one with the little shining light for a face? Are you referring to that guy? Because he had resistance to cold damage.
Did the other than the light walkers, didn't they have?
No, they were just those were just the corruption, like zombies and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so it was only the other one.
Yeah, they do not. These individuals do not have an astral light to them in the slightest.
Okay.
They look like just pretty much sword and board skeletons. All right. That said, we will allow tactics for now. You guys will have to discuss amongst yourselves. So, starting the timer for 1 minute. Because this is your first boss fight and you guys are getting used to tactics and all that stuff, I will not have a time or timer on your turns, but in the future it may be a thing. Alright, 1 minute begins now. All right, you guys can discuss tactics and strategize.
I have nothing.
I
First
mean,
things
they,
first. Oh, sorry. Go on. Go on.
they
go on.
they basically all go before us. Or no, Anth goes first.
Yeah.
He's 22. I mean, if we can get them clumped together, I have an AoE spell and I can use it.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll just move like to the front.
But
to
they gotta be clumped together.
be a
I'm
target.
saying it off the bat. I'm clashing.
Yeah, we know that, but like, what else? What?
Well, I'm at front, and just for clarity's sake, I do have only 11 hit points. So if I go down, I go down. Like,
Also,
have any
I forgot. Anth, you did receive a healing potion from earlier. Yeah. Okay. 10 seconds left.
I'm clashing because I have a D20.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, well, you have to actually identify an ability before you can clash it.
I know.
All right.
That's weird.
That
I think
said,
that's us for time.
that is you for time. Okay, well, it's time to rock and roll, my friends. Let's get started. Boss fight begins. Initiative is set. Anth, you receive initiative as you look towards the Death Harbinger and its skeleton legion beginning to rush towards you. What would you like to do?
I would like to move closer with my trusty shield.
Easy
And
enough.
I would like to do that intuition check. That's
You
what
got
we
it.
call it. And
Alright, so for
be-
you, intuition is your insight modifier. So make an insight check for me. I need to see if there's a module for Foundry where I can actually add a custom check. 17, alrighty, good stuff. That is going to be enough to identify a couple of abilities. Now, let's go over how this works. I am going to name off several abilities. You guys typically are going to want to write these things down, so when you identify them, or you basically will know which abilities to identify in the future and mark off. Again, as I said before, you're probably going to want to write these in the Discord chat. Alright. So, the Death Harbinger has the following abilities. It has its basic attack between its greatsword and longbow, but its other features are the following. Death Watch, Commander of Bones, Master of the Pallid Banner, and for this, Icy Prison, Death Grasp. Alright. That said, pick an ability you would like to identify. And if anybody needs me to go over and name those things off for you to write it down, let me know.
I think I want to go with master of that whatever banner it
Master
was.
of the Pallid Banner. Alrighty. That Master of the Pallid Banner does the following. While within 60 feet of the Death Harbinger, any undead ally of him has advantage on saving throws against any effect that turns undead. Alright. That said, that is the information known to you and the rest of your party. I will copy it and paste it if you need me to. That said, that is your intuition check. And your movement check as you dash through the likes of the water. Anything you want to do as an action or bonus action.
Actually, no. I'll use minor illusion to just create a man.
What does the
Here,
man
where
look
I
like?
attack.
Hold on, right here. We're gonna
Just
draw
a
a
shiny
circle.
figure of a man, like no real features, just to get the attention of all these skeletons.
Alright, so right here we're gonna represent this circle. This is a man. No defining features, just looks like a random sort of
Yeah,
average
just
Joe,
like
getting
a
the likes
silhouette.
of, or getting the attention of them. Alrighty. That said, I will make their checks to see if they can discern whether it's an illusion or not, but I will have to make that on their turn. As you summon the spell, it conjures forth, and the illusion is working. Anything else for your bonus action?
Not right now.
Alrighty. That said, Death Harbinger receives initiative. Okay.
Oh no.
Here we go. First off, he needs to make an Arcana check. Hey, Anthrax, what is your DC?
Wait, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Yo,
Oh,
what?
yeah, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't.
Yo, he
14.
looks...
In a row.
This man is
14.
cracked. Jesus Christ. You watch as the Death Harbinger looks towards the illusion, and you see as he just pierces directly through it. He is unaffected
Son
by
of
it.
a bitch.
However, we'll have to find out whether the skeletons are. But he does not give a flying fuck about it, apparently. That said, he is going to slowly march forth, but only behind the likes of his skeletons, and he is going to... Wait, what? Hold on, what initiative is it? 21 still. Okay, so we're not before layer actions. I need to write that down. Okay, he is going to grab the legs of his longbow, and as he's slowly walking forth, he is just going to unleash two arrows into some unfortunate individuals. One towards Anth and one towards Lika. Alright. Let's see what he's got. And hope that your resolve is strong enough, champions. Alright, attack roll going towards you. That is an 18 to hit and 7 points of damage as it flies off and embeds itself into your chest. You nearly cough up bits of blood as it spills out onto the water as you take the blow. Alright, and then towards Lika.
This shield is shit.
Was Lika ever healed after the Bardic Inspiration issue?
Nope. Oh wait, oh, you're talking about the one issue? Yeah, she was healed. She just never asked for healing or anything. That is a 14 to hit Lika, and that will miss. You see as the arrow, or he aims upwards trying to fire towards you, however, it strikes itself directly into the stone below, and it misses. That is the Death Harbinger's action. He is going to take his movement action, and he's going to slowly march forward. Alright. Skeleton's turns. Oh boy. Here's what they're going to do. They're going to... First, all four of them are going to make an Arcana check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they have... Oh, God. Okay, let's see what they got. So, what's your DC, Ann?
14.
14, they all fail.
Hell yeah.
That is a 6, a 0, a 2, and a 13. Oh man. Alright. So they're gonna unleash fire on this guy. Alright, we'll see if they're able to hit or miss. I'm going to target you, Anth, for the sake of it, but it's not gonna actually hit you, by the way. Alright. Alright, short bow coming at it. The AC is basically 10 for them. For them to try to hit. Alright, so that is 1. That will hit and that will pierce through the illusion. Alright. Second one, he understands that is an illusion now. Second one. That is a 14. He understands it's an illusion now. Third one. He understands it's an illusion. And
I really
fourth
wish
one.
they were melee.
And he has no fucking clue it's illusion. Alright, so 3, 4, 4, that's not bad. That's some good stuff. You see as they begin to unleash the arrows or begin to almost embed itself into the individual, it flies through. However, the other individual, as he tries to fire off, it completely goes wide and he's unable to comprehend what is going on, that this is a magic. That said, they will move forward as a unit 30 feet. This individual will dash over here, this individual will dash over here, and this individual will be over here surrounding his boss. Alright, that is their turn. Oh, almost forgot. Lair action. God damn it, I hate when all the fucking NPCs and AI get to fucking go over on the turn. Alright, for the lair action on initiative 20, that should have happened beforehand. He is going to form... Alright, we will watch as the Death Harbinger immediately just begins to place a hand onto the ground. The water begins to splash upwards, and you see as two icy pillars begin to slowly raise in front of his skeletons. You look towards the skeletons as they begin to take it for cover, and that is what he is doing at the moment. Let's see if I can grab this. Ooh, we're gonna use this as a pillar for now, for the time being. And he's gonna summon one right there. Alrighty, they begin to take cover behind that, and that is their turn. Next up in initiative, Alika. What would you like to do as you see as an arrow embeds itself into Anth's chest, and it almost hits you?
Little fucker. Lika's gonna move towards Anth, actually. Yeah, I should have enough movement. So 5 feet, 35, that'll use my full movement. Go directly towards Anth, and then she's gonna push him
Wait, hold
back
on real quick. Do you have a slow fall?
No.
Make an acrobatics check because you're 10 feet in the air right now, just dropping down. 14. All right, you take half damage of a d6. All right, you take 2 points of damage as you jump down, dropping onto the ground, unless you're climbing or anything like that. But I'm assuming that you're just sprinting off. As you do, you stumble a little bit, but you're good to go.
I will. Okay. I will push him back behind me. So I don't know how you want to.
I'll say this, and well, it would probably be like the likes of a grapple check or something, but Anth can obviously choose to fail if he wants to. It would take your action, but you still have since you are a monk, you can make a bonus action attack as an unarmed strike or something like that. But it would take your action to quote unquote move him around.
Okay, I will move him around.
All right. Lika's going to try to move you. Do you let her or do you resist?
It'll be fine if he's there. I've got companion's protection, so he'll be fine.
Okay, so not doing it then?
No.
Okay.
Instead, as my action, I'm going to use my javelin, and I'm gonna try to hit Buddy over here.
All right, make an attack roll for me. As you take the javelin out, you put yourself behind that of your lifelong companion, and strike towards them.
Okay.
Oh, so that's.
Where are you, javelin?
Do you not have it in your inventory? Yep, it's here.
Should. Yeah, it should.
Keep in mind, you guys can actually drag icons to the little hotbar down below to make it easy to find stuff.
Okay.
There you go.
It's just an attack, right?
That is a natural 20. That said, roll some damage for me, Lika.
Okay.
7 points of damage. Hey, how do you want to do this? How do you kill this thing with a natural 20?
It goes right straight through. He didn't have a pillar on him, right?
No. Natural 20 hits anyways.
I want it to pierce right through, and he gets embedded into this wall.
As he does, just like that, he is sent flying, and immediately, just as the javelin just sort of pierces directly to his head, he stands there lifeless and drops his sword and his bow. He is dead. Good stuff.
Cool. And then I have a bonus action, right?
Yes, you do.
Can I hold my bonus action or no?
You cannot, sadly.
Okay, that will end my turn right now.
Alrighty. That said, next up in initiative, Pyre, and then Karas, you are on deck.
Yep.
Alright, what you got, Pyre?
I'm gonna move 10 feet up to get within range.
Okie dokie.
I don't have any bonus action stuff, so I'm just gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Easy enough. A 15, you fire it towards the Death Harbinger. However, you see as he just slowly just sidesteps it. It nearly sort of grazes him. However, it's not able to embed itself into him. That's your action. You do you have anything else? You have an intuition check, a little bit more movement, and a bonus action.
Let's do an intuition check on it.
All right, for you, wizard boy, it is an intelligence check.
Just straight up intelligence?
Yep, straight up intelligence. No proficiencies. Also, players can, as someone mentioned in chat, yeah, players can forget to do intuition checks. It happens very, very frequently, but they gotta remember. They gotta remember. What did you roll, Pyre?
13.
13. That is just barely insufficient. All right. That said, you have a bonus action and a little bit of movement. Anything else for us?
Nope, I got nothing.
Alrighty. That said, Karas, you receive initiative. What do you want to do for us?
Intuition check.
Intuition check. For you, it is a wisdom check plus expertise as a ranger. Because this is your fucking bread and butter, hunting individuals. 14 plus 4, plus your wisdom. Yeah, that'll be enough. That said, yeah, 17 plus 4, 21. All right, the Death Harbinger has the following abilities: Death Watch, Commander of Bones, Master of the Pallid Banner, Icy Prison, and Death Grasp. Which would you like to identify? Or unless you want to identify something else, let it be known.
Commander of Bones.
Commander of Bones. You son of a bitch. Alright, as a bonus action, the Death Harbinger can summon one skeleton minion anywhere within 15 feet of his person. He can only do this when he has less than 4.
I knew it.
This big brain motherfucker. Alright. That said,
Next,
what'd you
as
want?
a bonus action.
Go for it.
Okay. Karas takes out his two swords. Then suddenly starts zipping with electricity. And as quick as wind, runs towards the Death Harbinger.
Oh boy. As you do, what are you doing, big
That's a
guy?
strike. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
I got you. You're good. You're
To
good.
attack, I mean.
Yep.
Yeah, but... Yeah. I'm
Alright.
running towards him to clash.
Alrighty. Hey, Karas. Do you want Vilmos's clash theme?
Yes.
I figured. Alright, we could summon the Wrath of Vilmos on this guy. I hope you guys like metal. Goodness, here we go. Alright, one moment, please. Let's get the theme song out. Alright, so, Karas, as you begin to charge forth directly towards the likes of the Death Harbinger, you immediately sift through that of the water as all around you begins to become almost filled with this bits of electricity. You see as the Death Harbinger looks towards you, and he holsters that of his longbow, grabbing the great sword to put you down and into the dirt. That being said, he readies himself as you charge forth towards him, and he will retaliate with a strike himself. Both parties need to make the highest attack rolls they possibly have. You will make your second, he will make his first, as he tries to aim directly towards the head and decapitate you in one single slice. Alright.
Can Portent control this?
It can. That being said, we'll have to see what happens. Alright, great sword attack coming towards you, Karas.
Let's go.
That is a 23 to hit. You need to beat a 23 to win this clash. All right, make an attack roll, and well, before you make your attack roll, describe how you are striking him.
All right. Well, moving out of the way from the greatsword. Moving as quick as lightning, I strike both of my short sword into his eyes.
All right,
Into
as you
his
do,
eye sockets, and this surge of lightning goes through him.
all right, as you do, you immediately jump out of the way, trying to dodge the likes of the greatsword. However, as it's coming directly towards you, you use both of your short swords to try to aim towards his eye sockets, coursing them with lightning. Make an attack roll with everything you've got.
Okay, that's an advantage as well because from Zephyr's strike.
Zephyr strike, that's right. Make it with advantage. 9 will miss. Ooh, that's not good. You do have a D20 inspiration if you want
I
to
am
use it.
using D20,
Use
and
the
I also have
D20.
Bardic inspiration.
Oh no! What is going on? That is a 12. Add a Bardic Inspiration if a D6 if you want to use it. It's your choice. Ah, goodness.
I still have the DM's inspiration on foreign.
Do you?
It's still highlighted there.
I don't highlight it ever. I leave that to you to highlight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Roll a D or roll a D100. Below 50, you have it. Well, here I got it. Below 50, you have it. Above 50, you don't. That is a 2. You do not have it because we do not know at the moment. That said, alrighty, you have Bardic Inspiration. You have Portent, but it's not looking good. All right.
Well, Portent has to be called before the roll.
Does it?
Yeah.
I thought it was after the roll.
I think when I was reading it, it says it has to be before the roll.
You can place an attack roll that you see, one of those foretelling rolls. You can do it before the roll, and you're gonna place a roll in this way. Oh, okay, yeah, it does have to be before the roll. I see.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That said, all right. That said, you are standing at a 13 or a 12 at the moment. Is that where it lies, or you got anything else? You know there are degrees of failure and success.
Yeah. Bardic Inspiration is not gonna help me.
Oh boy. That said, it is how it lies. You will see as you jump out towards the individual, and you will see as immediately as he holsters the greatsword and just backhands you onto the ground. He takes that of his greatsword, and with a giant slash across that of your chest, you are put down and almost knocked prone immediately. As this happens, you take a total of... oh goodness. You take a total of 4 points of damage, and you are knocked prone instantly. You cannot be maimed because you're not knocked unconscious.
I already took the damage.
You already took the damage? Gotcha. Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder. That said, as that happens, any attacks towards you that while you are prone are are made with advantage. You see as the Death Harbinger looks towards you and just says, kneel. That said, that is your action, or Karos. Is that your turn, or you got anything else for us?
That's my turn. I hate it here. Why am I suddenly rolling so low?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. That was very, very unlucky. All right, that is Karos's turn. Next up in initial, or you guys have the next round. That said, okay. Yeah. You guys have 1 minute to discuss tactics and strategize. It's not looking too good at the moment, but strategize with one another and focus up. 1 minute starts now.
So we've got one person prone on the ground. We've got 2 people injured. Pyre's the only one up. So on Lika's turn, I've been thinking about this. I'm gonna go after him, and I'm gonna go straight for his face or his neck. Like, that is where I'm going.
Flashing?
More like I'm just going for it.
Okay.
Since the clash can, so Sensei, just quick question. Clash
Pause the
allows to, what does clash do again? It cut
So
out for me
clashes
earlier.
means that you can take an ability and you can seal it, preventing him from ever being used. So, for example, what Bimroth was most likely trying to do was he was going to, since he identified the Commander of Bones ability, if he won that clash, he was probably going to seal that ability, meaning this individual can no longer summon skeletons on the battlefield because he can't use it anymore.
If
Yes,
someone-
that's exactly
okay.
what I was doing.
Because in all fairness, the next clash I'm going to use a portent on. So he's going to roll 9 across the board, is what my plan is.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Could have used
But-
it.
But the roll was already made. In all fairness,
Yeah.
the roll was made before I could say anything. So
Just remember to stop me and all that stuff. Don't be
Yeah.
be sure to cut me. I'll be like, "Hey, Sensei, don't do that," and I'll be like, oh. "Yeah, I got you."
no, that's a personal flaw. I can't interrupt people, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. So, but I will.
I'll make sure to wait. I'll make sure to wait a little bit longer then, and make sure for confirmations next time.
Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it. That said, 12 seconds left in tactics.
What are you planning on doing on your turn, Anth?
Is Ant
That
still here?
is time. 20. All right. So that said, oh boy, Anthony, you are speaking. You are muted, and all that jazz.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Dang.
Were you
Yeah.
trying to say something?
Well, it doesn't really matter if I was muted. I didn't say anything too important.
All right. That said, here we go. Top of the round, Anth, you receive initiative. What would you like to do for me?
Well, I would like to start with another intuition check.
All right. This is wisdom once more.
Or is the insight like last time? Or
Yeah, you can make an insight check. Well, as long as you're not proficient. But the point is, it's going to be wisdom. Oh wait, no. It's just going to be wisdom for you, and you also have jack of all trades. So, huh. All right, for you, just do this. You can make insight checks from now on.
Okay,
for the
well,
sake
I
of it.
now did wisdom, so but
Yeah, it's fine. Does it add on top of that automatically? Oh, it does. Cool.
Yeah, actually,
I didn't
yeah,
know that. Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
it's the same if I do wisdom or insight. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
intuition is a skill check, is what you're
Yes,
saying.
Yeah,
it is a
just
skill check
completely
that is
martial.
completely free on your turn. There is no reason not to use it, so try not to forget about it on your turns because it's free. All right. That says, with your intuition check, 17 will be enough. Pick an ability you would like to identify. If you need me to list them out again, I got you.
Oh, I have them. Let's see about Death Watch.
Death Watch. Alrighty. Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't even fucking use it. Ah, god damn it. You guys are lucky as hell. Whew.
Not really.
Nope. You'll see why. You'll see why. When a creature that can be... Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's why. Okay. When the creature that can see the Harbinger's eyes starts its turn within 30 feet of the Harbinger can force it to make a DC Constitution... Well, actually, I can't tell you the DC. But makes you make a Constitution saving throw. If the Harbinger isn't incapacitated and can see the creature. If a creature fails this, the creature is reduced to 0 hit points, unless it is immune to Frightened condition. If a creature succeeds, the DC is raised by 1, and if the creature fails, the DC is lowered by 1. Also, oh wait, no, I can't tell you the DC. The DC is 5 on the con save. Alright, this is Death Watch, and he can activate it now. Oh boy. Alright, that said, and that takes a, did it mention it? I don't know why I didn't mention it, but it takes a reaction for him to do that. It's not just a free thing he can do. Has to be a reaction. Alrighty. So, and that information is known to you. Anything else you want to do for us?
I'd like to use my bonus action to use one of my potions. Just a D4 potion.
Alright, so roll a d4 for me, and who are you using that on? Yourself or Leica?
Myself.
Alright. Gotcha. D4.
Nice.
Big 4. That's what we like to see. Alright, 4 HP, and you're back up to 10. Good stuff.
And I think the next thing would be to run up to the big guy and start clashing.
Alright. Oh boy! Wait, hold on. You have your action? Yeah, you do have your action.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I like to see.
Cowabunga it is. Cowabunga it is. Oh goodness. Alright.
The Deathbringer rolled a 9 total.
Alright, he rolls a 9. You got
Yeah.
it. That
Well,
said,
that's what I like to hear. That's
he rolls a
Rob, I'm sorry.
9, and so like his the dice is a 9, or
The whole roll is a 9. Well, it depends. It depends
Well,
how you
is it-
play it, because there's controversy about it of either the whole roll is 9 or his dice roll is 9.
I'll look it up for 2 seconds. My interpretation of it is, it's his dice roll, so like it's 9 plus whatever modifier he had. That's what I typically interpret it as. D&D, is it the dice roll? And maybe someone in chat can also correct it. What they rolled, or does it add their modifier? If I can't find the answer in 15 seconds, so I just skip it. Opponent replaces a d20 roll, not modifiers. As such, it clears that post-errata. Opponent replaces only one of the dice when rolling at advantage or disadvantage. So, it replaces the d20. Do you still want to do it, or no?
Yeah, it replaces the d20.
Alright. That said, okie dokie. Let's do this. Oh, so... let's do this sort of thing. We'll do the old Vanguard's class theme. Alright.
Oh.
Alright. you get the exclusive Vilmos one, because it's your character, damn it. unless you allow them to have the other one, I don't fucking know. That said, Anth, as you immediately charge forth with the likes of your sword towards the individual, the Death Harbinger, after putting that of Karas off to the side and knocking him prone, he looks towards the next victim entering his domain. As he gets ready to swing with his greatsword, you see as Pyre off to the side begins to slowly turn and break time before your very eyes. It shatters before you, and you see as he strikes, almost embedding the sword into the water itself. You have an opportunity to strike and finish this creature off. That says he rolls a total of... I forgot his modifier exactly, so I will confirm it right here. So 9 plus 7, he rolls a 16. I will undo the damage. Alright.
The roll was actually fucking 9.
Oh boy. That said, that is his attack roll towards you. Anth, describe how you were attacking this individual, and then make your attack roll.
And would go try to take this creature off balance with striking its leg with the shield and try to just pierce the skull from below with his sword.
Alright, as you do, using the shield to sort of try to block the blow and immediately jab the short sword into his head. Make an attack roll with everything you've got. Oh boy, come on buddy, come on.
What? Oh.
You must target your token.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Hey, that's what we like to see. That's a big 20. That's alright, and describe how you or attack the individual and strike him down.
Once the sword is closer to the skull, it will just strike down to the chin and then try his best to twist it so he could attempt his best to just take off his head.
As you do, you send it, or you see his half of his entire neck begins to slowly almost hang off by a thread before he grabs and just sort of forces it back onto his entire person. He screeches out in anger and dismay. However, pick an ability of his and choose to seal it. And
I will take the Commander of Bones.
That said, as this happens, you look, or all the skeletons begin to look towards him, and they begin to see their master almost defeated in this sort of altercation. Weakness was shown, and they will no longer be summoned by him any longer. Commander Bones is now defeated. And that said, because of that is also defeated, he can no longer use Master of the Pallid Banner anymore. So both abilities are also destroyed. And with that, oh boy, we get to go into the fun stuff. I need you to, or he takes an additional 20 points of damage from the clash. Good shit, fucking Anthrax. That's what we like to see. Alright, 20 plus the 7, it rolled already. Alright. That said, Anth, that is your action. Do you have anything else for your turn?
No, I have used everything.
Alright. Death Harbinger's turn. Whew. He looks directly towards you, and he is... Oh, boy. Oh, wait, no, he can't do that ability because it's only on your turns. Fuck, you're right. Alright, well, he will do the next best thing. And he is going to make one attack roll towards Anth and another attack roll towards Karas with advantage. as he brings that of the giant greatsword and goes swinging towards you all. All right, attack roll. We're gonna handle Karas's first. This is with advantage. Did that work? That is a 24 to hit and 6 points of damage to Karas. He will target Anth now with the second strike, and he will do so with a normal attack roll. That is a 25 to hit and 5 points of damage. A single swipe onto the ground as Karas begins to almost cough up bits of blood. He's injured and heavily wounded, but he is still alive. Same thing with you, Anth, with a single swipe across almost towards your neck. Bits of blood spills out, but you're still alive. That said, that is the Death Harbinger's turn as an action. Does he have anything as a bonus action? I believe not. Alright, he is going to motion around and step over the corpse of Karas. Oh wait, no he can't because there's a giant ass freaking pillar there. Well, son of a bitch. He is, Huh. Well, this is something. This is something. He is going to, yeah, he'll risk it. He is going to step over here. Karas gets an attack of opportunity. Bemroth is not here at the moment. I will make it.
Wasn't he prone?
He is prone, but he can still make it. He just has to make it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say, I will do the skeleton's turns for now, and then if he wants to take it, then we'll just come back to it and be like, all right, make the attack roll. All right. That said, we'll handle skeletons and all that stuff. Next up. Alrighty. Oh wait, skeletons are before lair action, all that stuff. Okay. Here. Give me 2 seconds. Oh boy. I'll tell you what, I'll allow it. You guys get another minute of tactics and strategy in the meantime until Bemroth gets back. I don't want to be without him for this one. Because I don't want to make the attack roll for him and all that. Especially now when it's looking a little rough at the moment. So, you guys get 1 more minute to discuss tactics for free.
Okay. So Karas is still on the ground. Anth is injured. And Pyre's got something up his sleeve. Maybe.
Maybe. It depends on if it hits or not.
Lika is at 9 points of... Okay, well...
Oh, is Bemroth back? Okay.
Yep.
Never mind then. Okay, so, Karas, the individual moved out of your attack range. Do you want to make an attack of opportunity?
Yes, I do.
Make it with disadvantage because you're still prone, but you can still try. We didn't want to, like, go without you or whatever for this.
Yeah.
Nah.
Typical.
Yeah, you're recovering from the clash at the moment. I said you try to swing, but it is not effective. Alright, let's do this. Oh boy. Lair action. Let's go. Let's go. 1 second, please, for this one. Oh god, what the fuck is going on? No, please! Oh, so this is gone.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness.
Since the world event, I've been rolling so badly in your games. Mad.
Oh man, he said somebody took my luck.
He's been manipulating the files.
Oh man, yeah, on the low every now and again, as you can see. All right, sorry about that. So, as a lair action, oh boy, this happens. Let's change the music. So, you all begin to feel a chilling wind around you. Your brittle bones begin to nearly freeze for a brief moment in time. And you look over off in the corner of your eye and you see a freezing mist emanate over here. It begins to wash over the entire area, and you witness as 2 massive shadows begin to emerge, walking through this same icy mist. With each step they take, you feel another chill sort of run down your spine. The cracking of ice sounds with each footfall, and the smell of death is taken from you, washed away by a frozen wind. One of the figures in the mist begins to stomp, however, while the other keeps walking, infuriated with purpose, and they unleash a ferocious roar, and that walk begins to break off into a full-on charge. Groswarl, join chat as your soul is shackled, and the time for battle is now.
Holy shit!
Oh man, she's back.
Yes.
Oh goodness, get out of here, Terry Bot. We don't need you anymore. Oh goodness.
That's why Terry was here. I knew it.
Oh goodness.
Park Ranger is here to save us.
Oh man, how's it going, Sammy? How you been?
Been pretty good. Glad to be back, ready to kick some ass.
Hell yeah, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. All right, I'm gonna tell Terry Bot to leave for one moment. I will fix the overlay, but can you please do something for me, Sammy? Can you roll
Yes.
for initiative?
I am joining Foundry right now. I will be right there
Okay,
to
I got you,
roll
I got
initiative.
you. Gotcha. That said, I will dissipate this. Oh boy. All right, and also I will change the overlay, make sure everything is working, because right now you are harassed. Oh goodness, goodness gracious. Hopefully things will look a little bit up, but we will see. We will see. And this is Pyre's turn.
I'm back.
Alright.
Sorry.
You're good. All right, I gotta copy overlays here. I gotta do some live editing for you guys. You guys
It's
know
okay.
how. You guys know how we get down.
He's just trying to kill us anyway, so
Nothing big going on.
I see. I mean, we could take Groswarl back if we really want to, or something. Like, I mean, shit, man.
no.
You would
no.
ruin a player's game like that?
Groswall gets to stay because we're gonna need the help.
Oh man. All right, everything should be good. Everybody's good to go. Let's do this. All right.
Where's the second shadow though?
I don't fucking know. Anywho, that said,
no.
Groswarl, you can receive initiative, and you can hit the button. Oh, wait, you're not out on the thingy. Ah, there you go. And you just hit the little D20 icon. Alright. It's in the top right. It's like a little punching icon or something like that. And then you click it, and then you will see like
Beautiful.
a D20 icon. There you go. 3. Oh, it makes sense. You're kind of like coming in or whatever at the last second. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's all about the presentation.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Getting Mega Man or Mega Mind vibes there.
That's it. Alrighty. Initiative or second or third on initiative and all that stuff. It is the skeleton's turn. That said, they will look over towards the likes of Groswarl, Karas, and Lika. Okay. First up is going to be this skeleton. Well, this skeleton who still believes that there is an actual man over there. Because of Anthrax, he will fire it in, and we will see if he's able to tell the difference between an illusion or not. He does not. This poor guy.
Oblivious killer.
This guy's just like, guys, I'm doing it. And he's just firing arrows and arrows over and over again. Also, Groswarl, you received a health potion from chat.
Thank you.
All right, that is that guy's turn. This individual is going to fire towards Pyre, with his short bow. This guy over here, 2. Oh, whoops. 8. That is a 14 to hit and 3 points of damage as it flies wide, careening directly into that of your gut. 3 points of damage to you, sir. Next up is going to be, ooh. Yeah, he wants to set it up for his boss, man. But also there's a fucking bear. Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll a d4. A 1, 2, Karas, you're 1, Anth, you're 2, Lika, you're 3, Groswall, you are 4. That is 1. You will attack Karas with his short sword. Alright, he will do so with advantage because you are prone. That will miss just barely with a 15. Oh, you guys can't even see it, my bad. You see as the skeleton begins to take the short sword and try to stab you, however you're able to roll out of the way just barely and get out of harm's or out of danger. That is the skeleton's turn. Yep, that's the skeleton's turn all around the board. Lika, you receive initiative. What you got for us?
You will see that Groswall from the corner of her eye has returned. She will do the little bear squeak and then go clashing with it. No, actually, can I make a intuition check on this guy first?
Sure thing. Make a wisdom check plus for your proficiency modifier.
Wisdom check.
An 8, that is insufficient.
She's not gonna.
Oh,
That, so-
also, real quick, on the beginning of your turn, the Death Walk or the Death Harbinger is going to use this reaction, because that was why I moved you in the first place. He will stare.
Constitution?
He will stare you directly in your face, and you will see almost a skeletal hand reach out towards you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, as he uses Death Gaze upon you. That is a natural 1 for a 3. And you see as the skeletal hand reaches out towards you, it immediately reaches
Wait,
towards.
hold on. I would like to use my bardic inspiration on that.
Roll a d6. Come on, please, please, please. 3. You are sliding on by.
So it's not like a natural one.
That is not a natural 1. You are very lucky that I do not have the rule of save or natural ones fail saving throws automatically. That said, you immediately see as a skeletal hand is reaching out towards you, and it almost reaches towards your heart and seeks to crush it entirely, immediately sending you to a death state. However, you look over towards their lifelong companion and Anne, and you feel for a brief moment, you can't go out here. You can't die now. And you fight off that of anything sort of trying to bring you harm in this moment in time, and you dodge out of the way of the skeleton's hand. That is a success, but just barely by 1. The DC increases anew. Alrighty. That is the Deathwalker's reaction. What would you like to do as your turn? Also, you received another D6 inspiration. Actually, no, you can't receive any more inspiration. You still have your D10.
I do.
Yeah.
I will look at that Death Harbinger, not knowing exactly what's going to happen. I don't know anything about this creature. I'm just gonna I'm gonna clash it, and I'm gonna go straight for the jugular too.
Do you guys have anything that you can clash? You have nothing you guys can clash at the moment.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
Is
do.
it
You have Death Watch. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
Death Watch. Never mind. You're good. Alright.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I was like, oh god, I don't think you guys can clash anymore.
No, I think we can.
Yeah, you can. You got it.
Cool.
Alright.
I am going to go straight for the jugular, and I will take out. Do I want to
Hold
rip it
on.
with my hands?
Move your token a
or do
little bit. I
use-
can't target him anymore because you're underneath him.
Who I am? Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
crap.
Ow.
So I'm going straight for the jugular. I don't know if I want to use my hands for this, so. Can I clash him with Death Watch at this point? Just out of curiosity.
You have to. You are clashing with your highest attack roll at the moment, and he is going to make a high attack roll, and you are going to make your highest attack roll. Whoever rolls the highest will win said clash.
Go for it. Okay.
However, do know it is high risk, high reward, and you are at the moment. You're at 9 HP. All right. So be it. That said, Lika, you begin to charge forth towards the individual, and immediately, sort of running through that of the water, begin to strike towards the Death Harbinger. As this happens, he sees immediately he's taken down Karas. He's been taken down a step by the likes of Anthony. He drops down to one knee. However, he stands, and immediately as he takes the great sword, He tries to just thrust it forward, stabbing you directly into the gut, skewering you into oblivion. That said, oh goodness. Let's make a clash. Alright. One moment, please. Alright. Lika, as this happens, as he begins to try to skewer the blade into the likes of your gut, he will make an attack roll with everything he's got. Let's see if your resolve is strong enough, my friend. That is a 25 you need to beat. There's a chance, but it's a rough one. That said, Lika, how do you try to strike the individual?
Okay, I am just gonna go straight for the jugular. I will bonus. Actually, I can do this. I can use a key point. I would.
It's
use
only
a key
one
point.
attack roll when there's a clash.
Got it. Unarmed strike. I'm just gonna bypass it. I'm gonna go straight for his neck.
Alright, that said, as you try to jump out of the way or out of his single swing, you immediately leap out as far as you possibly can, aiming towards the neck. Make an attack roll with everything you've got. That's a 17. Is that the final roll, or are you adding anything?
I'm adding my D10 inspiration to that, please. And...
Add a D10. Come on, come on. I
No,
believe.
I'm done. I am done with this thing. It's going.
That is an 8. That is a 25 exactly. Oh goodness. That said, that is a tie, my friend. Here's what happens. We gotta fucking do it again. We gotta do it again. So as as the individual thrusts out of his sword towards you, you're able to almost bounce off of the blade and try to strike directly towards his neck. He dodges out of the way and immediately sees a true challenge has finally approached him. He brings his sword once more in a single overarching strike over his head. He seeks to finish you off now and here. Make another attack roll with all you've got. First, the Death Harbinger will make it, and then you will make it afterwards. I will reduce the damage as well because you haven't taken anything yet. All right, great sword attack coming towards you. You have to beat a 14, Lika. All right, make an attack roll. Let's see what you got.
Wait, he actually rolled under 20?
Yeah, apparently he can do that. Apparently. Oh man, come on, come on.
The fire's help.
Hit the attack button. That's a 22! Yeah! That's what we like to see! Lika, describe how you take the individual down.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Sorry, I have to be really quiet. People are sleeping.
I got it. You want me to describe it?
No, hold on. I know what I want, but I'm just so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Little Flying Red Panda is done with this thing. First it had 3 mists, you know, like the 3 mists that came up, and then Graswirl appeared, which is awesome. But yeah, no, this thing. 2 fists going straight, like, using her paw to bypass the longsword. She goes straight for it, stabs it with her elbow, goes straight with her other hand straight through the neck, like, you know, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight through where if it had that muscle, it would go straight through. But her point is to get straight to the spine.
As it happens, you begin to see, or as you begin to sort of channel this inner strength and channel all the ki around you, you guys all begin to witness as Lika's eyes begin to glow this sort of bright blue light. And Lika, as you immediately try to just sort of thrust that of the claw directly towards this individual with everything you've got, you see as your hand begins to slowly crystallize as the prerequisite was met. You had to win a clash for this to activate. I've been holding on to this for a while. You guys see as immediately the water around Lika's fur and her hand begins to slowly crystallize and harden like ice as this massive sort of jagged crystal claw begins to form. Her eyes begin to shine and immediately she jabs it forth. The Death Harbinger's neck begins to slowly crystallize and shatter before you before a piece of him is completely destroyed. Pick an ability that can seal it from him being able to use it again. And now I will also add this to your inventory. The Claw of Gaia. Oh goodness. Do you need me to list out the abilities that he has so for you to clash it or seal it?
I would like to seal Death Grasp.
Alrighty. That
I don't know
said,
what it does, but it sounds bad.
You can't identify, or you can't clash an ability you haven't
Yeah.
identified yet.
Yeah,
So-
the only option Death Watch.
Death Watch is gone.
All right, Death Watch is gone. That said, you see as his eyes begin to shine no longer, and he can no longer inflict instant death upon you. All right, I'm editing your unarmed strikes at the moment, but essentially, here's what you do, Lika. Every time you hit somebody, you do an extra 2 points of ice damage on a hit from the Ice Claw. Oh shit, here we go. I'll have to add that manually or whatever in the future, but for now it's fine. Because it's not added for whatever stupid reason. Alrighty, Lika, is that your turn? Oh, and also, hold on, 22 versus 14. Do you take the damage? You did not roll the damage. Here we go. 5 points to this individual. Did you double it? You did not. Alright, cool. That is, that. Oh, wait, plus, thing. Yep. Alright, there we go. That said, is that your turn, Lika, or is there anything else?
I would also like to use one of my key points to bonus action Misty Step.
Alright, bonus action. Misty Step. Where you got that? What the hell? Wait, where do you have Misty Step?
I have Misty Step.
Oh,
I
you mean
am
Step of the
alive-
Wind?
Yeah, Step of the Wind.
Oh,
so-
okay, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Lika knows magic now. I was like, whoa, wait, what's going on?
Sorry, I will Step of the Wind
Yeah.
around this buddy to get right in range of my boss.
Alrighty, that said, you begin to join him, and he is at your, or right beside you. That is your turn, I believe. Let me get the music and all that stuff going. Oh. Alright, that said, that is your turn. Next up in initiative, Pyre. What would you like to do? If you're talking, you're muted.
Good to know. Pyre's just gonna step up 10 feet and start to summon a crackling blue energy, and he's gonna lash it out towards the Death Bringer.
Death Harbinger.
Death Harbinger.
Oh, come on. You got any inspiration?
Bardic.
I mean, I have Bardic, and I had like 1 inspiration point from last time.
Nah, it all gets transferred over. It doesn't get transferred over.
That's what I thought. I mean,
And keep
I
in
might as
mind,
well use-
anybody can use inspiration on any roll and all that stuff as well.
I'm just gonna use the D6.
All right. Added
Yeah.
2, so that is a total of 10. Is anybody else applying their inspiration, or is that where it lies?
I ain't got nothing.
I'm so sorry, Pyre. I used both of my inspiration.
You received
That was a
another
hard
inspiration point from earlier, remember? Like right
Oh, a
after you
D6?
clashed. Yeah, you got it
Right.
from VDA Monster.
I will give my D6 to Pyre.
All right. If that's the inspiration one you're using, Pyre, you need to roll a 6 on this D6 to be able to do it. Come on. Let's go. 1. Nah, that's not gonna cut it. Oh man, you fire off with that electricity off to the side, and it strikes down. Oh wait, this is, oh fuck, this is Witch Bolt, right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, wait, you guys are in water. Wait. Oh no. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. So, Pyre, I have good news and potentially upsetting news. So, the good news is you have a chance to be able to hit somebody. The potentially upsetting news is it may or may not be your party as well. But you could also kill all these skeletons right here and now. Let's roll the dice and find out.
Is this just because it's lightning damage and we're in water?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it
Because
kinda
there's,
makes sense.
I'm like, there's nothing in the spell that says this. So
I know. It's
good to
because you guys
know.
good it's
Okay.
because you were in water and you because specifically you missed and it would have hit the water specifically. So
Okay.
I need
Okay.
oh
Good
boy.
to know.
I
I didn't know that was
need
a precaution I needed to make.
yeah. Yeah, I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw except Groswall and Pyre. The
Sorry,
DC
guys.
is
This
the
is gonna
DC is
hurt.
actually not that hard to beat. 18 success, 4, that will fail unless you have inspiration points. 12, that will succeed.
Ah, fail.
Alrighty,
I tried to roll
and
bad. It's whatever.
Death Harbinger or Skeleton's turn, they'll need to make Constitution saving throws. That will fail. That will succeed. And that will succeed. And Death Harbinger's turn.
Is the DC against my spell DC, or?
No, this is just for the water, or for it striking the water and electrifying them. It's not that hard to beat it. And saving throw for the Death Harbinger, and that will also fail. Alright. Hey, Pyre, roll a d12 for me. They're gonna take half damage.
Okay.
5. Alright, they will take 3 points of damage, and this skeleton is instantly killed right here because he only had minion rules. And this individual takes 3 HP. Karas, you take 3 points of lightning damage. You are not resistance, I don't think, correct?
Nope.
Alrighty. So you watch as the entire area begins to electrify, and immediately off to the side, the skeleton begins to slowly just combust and explode outwards all around as he falls down and he is dead. That said, not too bad. Pyre, that is your action. You have a bonus action and movement. And I think intuition.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the intuition check thing.
Oh boy. That said, intelligence check for me. Trying to charge my headset. Alright, 19 total, that will be enough. Alrighty. So, you have, into things that you haven't identified yet. Death Grasp and Icy Prison. Which one would you like to identify?
Death Grasp.
Death Grasp does the following. Undead skeletons reach out of the ground and grapple 2 enemy of a dice's choice. The DC is 12 to resist being grappled until the end of your turn. On a roll of 1, it targets Karas. On 2, it's Anth. 3 is Pyre. 4 is Lika. And 5 is Grosrollo. And yep. And if I roll double, like so if I roll 2 2s, then it only affects 1 person instead. Alright, that is Death Grasp. I will copy and paste that for you guys to know. Boom and boom and boom. There's it. Alright, Pyre, is that your turn or you got anything else?
All I've got.
Alright, Karas, you receive initiative. You are prone at the moment and you just got electrified for a brief second. What you doing?
I'm gonna stand up.
Alright.
And I'm gonna do the check.
Intuition check, wisdom plus expertise. That's more than enough. Alright, pick an ability you'd like to identify or anything else.
Well, the last ability, right?
Yes.
Icy Prison.
Icy Prison. Icy Prison is the following. You've seen it before. Where the fuck is it? It is lair action. This is a lair action, and it raises 2 5-foot tall icy pillars for cover within 30 feet of the Death Harbinger. If a creature is standing in the area he wishes to summon the pillar, they must make a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
Yeah. Okay.
All abilities of the Death Harbinger have been identified.
Because I failed Constitution saving throw, I'm gonna use another Zephyr Strike.
Right.
Why? Why does it do that?
Why does it do that? I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna rush him and attack him.
Alright, you bring that of your swords
Wait,
and try to strike.
Actually, can we still do clashes for damage?
Yeah, you can do clashes for massive damage.
Okay, that's what I wanna do.
At this point, clashes though are devastating. Where you guys can't necessarily clash them, but you can do damage, but also works the other way around, where he will start doing massive damage to you guys.
Okay, I'm going for damage clash.
Alright, that's it. Going for an instant crit. You want Vilmos' theme?
No. I'm gonna go for the Vanguard one this time.
Yes, you gotta channel the Vanguard.
Are you feeling your luck is stolen with that?
Oh man, I'm just saying Vilmos' theme is when you clash Heldros and you got the fucking thing. I'm just saying. Oh man.
I mean that used up. Used up. Like
That's also been the theme. I've been clashing and rolling terribly recently, so you know.
Alright, you got it. Vanguard's class theme are coming at you. So, Karas, as you begin to immediately charge towards the individual, you see as he begins to look towards you, and he's had enough. You've been taking damage and force left and right, and you still stand here. It's time for him to finish you off and make sure that you retain into the underworld. He brings his sword once more, and he immediately tries to take off the likes of your entire arm, maiming you into oblivion. Karas.
Oh,
You receive your turn. How are you trying to strike him? Or actually, we'll hold off on that. We'll let him roll first, and then you'll describe it for dramatic sake. All right, attack roll coming towards you, Death Harbinger. That is a 22 you need to beat as he brings the great sword and tries to slice you, or slice all the way down, severing your arm. What do you do in retaliation?
I sidestep the attack, run towards him, surging with electricity, and try to push one of my short sword into his nose hole.
Easy enough. As you begin to rush over towards it, you try to dodge out of the way the great sword and stab true with all your strength. Make an attack roll with everything you've got, Karas.
Hold on.
17. You gotta beat a 22. You got anything?
I have inspiration, bardic inspiration.
All right, come on, roll a d6 for me.
Ah,
19. Anything
I'm sorry,
is
my inspirations were cursed.
Anybody else got anything to affect the roll, or is that it? 5, 4.
knowledge from a past life. Does that apply?
Let's see. Knowledge from past life. Do you? It says you're out.
What? No, I haven't used it.
It says you have 0 out of 2. Knowledge from past
Oh
life.
shit! Yeah, no, yes, I have used it. Fuck, I'm dumb.
Oh boy. Unfortunate. That said, it is where it lies. He will try to make his attack roll towards you. And that said, oh wait, are you unconscious from the single strike? Yeah,
Yes.
you are from a 6. And also,
I'm
chat,
done.
it doesn't matter whether you give the inspiration after the roll is already made. It has to be beforehand, so you can't be like, alright, everybody give him inspiration now. It doesn't work that way. That said, oh boy, Karas, we've been in a similar situation before. Bemroth, how's it going, friend? How's it going?
Yeah, great.
Alright, Karas, I need you. Oh, what the hell? What the fuck? Did the server just restart for anybody else? What the fuck?
Yes.
They said, hey, yo, throw the whole thing out. Throw it all out. Well, that said, here, we'll roll it or whatever on, what is it called? D&D Beyond. That was freaking weird. What the hell? Hold on, check,
I was
fours.
playing with my dice settings, but other than that,
That was freaking weird. Oh, goodness. Well, it's loading off in the
Foundry,
background.
come back.
Foundry, come back. My games. I'll see if everything's good over here. Should be good though.
like I said, I was looking at like dice customization and like different colors, and then I hit save, and that's when the server crashed.
Back
Mm,
for me.
Maybe. I don't know why it would do that unless it was saving a module setting or something like that, but it doesn't necessarily crash the server or whatever when it does that. It just allows you to change it. And all that stuff.
My bad.
Well,
Sorry,
no,
guys.
you're good. You're good. I'm loaded on the DM screen. I'm about to load in on the player screen or Twitch screen. You're good. This man, it was like that dice change was so powerful. This new dice right here is gonna break the god's will.
It's too fucking cool.
Oh man. All right, I am in. There you go. And we're back, folks. We're back. All right. So that said, here's what I need you to do. Karas, I need you to roll a D100, and if you roll, I believe, a 35 or below, then son of a bitch. You're...
Of course, typical.
Oh God, you're about to lose a body part, my friend. All right.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Karas.
Wow, now I roll.
That's
fucking...
good. We're not pulling another Olaf. That's what we like to see. Oh goodness, that is a total of 20. That is really, really good. All right. Let's see.
Why didn't I roll that on an attack?
Because that would have been too useful.
Alright.
That would be way too good.
Yeah. We can't have good rolls. What are you talking about?
You think you can win?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
All right. Karas. I need you to, oh boy. I need you to pick either upper body or mid body or lower body.
Upper body.
Upper body. Middle body being like torso and everything, arms included.
Oh, okay, middle body.
Middle body. Pick a hand.
Wait, I'm losing an arm?
I said pick a hand.
Left.
Alright, pick a finger on your left hand.
No, shit. Fuck, how's that finger called? The one between middle finger and pinky. And, not pinky, the,
Ring finger?
Ring finger.
yeah, there you go, ring finger, there you go.
Karas is not getting married anytime soon. Well, he has the other one. That said, as that point happens, you see as he strikes down, and immediately you see as your ring finger on your left hand is completely chopped off. You begin to scream out in agony as it begins to happen, as the blood begins to fly, and or as it begins to almost go numb. You will not be able to dual wield for the rest of this fight until that is healed and taken care of. At the moment, as you are in the process of bleeding out, you're at 1 HP, but that is because he chose to maim you instead. It could have been a lot worse, so we'll take at least that victory for what it is. That said, that is... Cross, that is your turn, I believe, unless there's anything else you can do. I don't think there is.
No, that's my turn.
Alright.
At least when we get back to the taiga, you can just keep the finger preserved until it's sealed.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't. Since I'm 1 health, I don't fail the concentration.
Alright.
So I have movement, so I'm gonna fuck off.
He used this reaction. This guy will get an attack of opportunity.
Zephyr strike.
Oh yeah, that's right. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Easy enough. That said, that is your turn. Oh goodness. Alright, that is, that Groswarl. As you begin to charge into the fray, let me explain exactly what you see. You look over to each and all of your allies going into battle with the likes of this massive sort of figure emanating death. You know this individual well, and you look towards Karas as he begins to soar off to the side, almost screaming in agony, trying to back away and get a little bit of distance away from him and this individual. Groswarl, what would you like to do?
I am too far away to attack the way that I want, so I'm going to run in and dash over here. And then for my bonus action, I would like to do Roar of the Protector.
Ooh, smart. Bonus action, Roar the Protector. Cast the spell, or cast the ability for me. That way it sort of goes off.
It's telling me to click for standard roll, and then I have to target a token. Okay.
I target yourself, and then if it does damage to you, I gotcha. Or here, let me do this.
All right.
Ooh, let me move this sort of thing. I gotcha. Roar the Protector. Yep. Alright. Did not go off. What the heck. Son of a gun. Alright, don't worry. I know what it does anyways. Oh, okay. So for whatever reason, made it do it that way. Whatever. I got it. That said, as you begin to unleash a sort of ferocious roar out into oblivion, you see as the entire area begins to shake. And these individuals need to make a wisdom saving throw, DC of 12, or be frightened of you. Alright, this guy's gonna make a save. Oh god. That is a 8. He will fail, and he is frightened of you. Death Harbinger will need to make a save. Is he... Oh no. He will stare you down and he will be unbothered, as he is immune to being frightened. With all the death he's seen. Damn it. That said, blah blah blah. What's the blah? Is there anything? Nope, they're just considered frightened at the moment. That said, that is your bonus action. Anything you want to do as an action?
I'm just gonna roar again very loudly.
Keep in mind, you do have a longbow, hand axes, and all that stuff, so if you do want to just use a ranged attack, you can.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you used your bonus action for Roar the Protector.
Excellent. I would like to... Can I use my glaive?
Yeah, actually, a glaive, you can use it in melee, because it is 10 feet.
Excellent.
Yep.
I
It
would love
is
to do
ranged.
that.
That said, you bring out that of your glaive after roaring out and try to strike towards the individual. Make an attack roll. What you've got? 16. That'll just barely hit. Roll some damage for me.
Yeah.
10 points of damage. Oh, you targeted yourself, but I got you. 16 still
shit,
hits the
sorry.
individual. I got you. All right, that said, you're so... I stabbed myself. Oh no. That said, you swipe out with the glaive and you see as bits of almost this sort of strange decaying sort of mist begins to flow away from him, as he is now injured and he is now bloodied. That said, that is your action. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's it for me.
Alrighty. That said, top of the round at round 3, you guys have initiative, and you also have a minute to discuss tactics and strategize if you need to. Would you like to do so?
Well, I'm not using Witch Bolt again.
Alright.
I'm not
apologize for
attacking
that.
anymore.
Yeah, didn't know that was gonna happen. Should have asked.
50 seconds left.
If Antha decides to do something that may potentially hurt himself, Lika's probably just gonna go for the ankles. Really, like, that's the next thing.
35 seconds. Do you guys need any more time to discuss strategy and tactics or anything, or do we need to skip past it? This is your time to be able to strategize as a team and formulate a plan.
You do need to heal up Karas, because he's not doing so good right now, and I don't have any heat way to
It's
heal
okay.
him. Sure?
For now.
I don't think we have any
Okay.
healing.
I'd say
We have
probably better leave it for when someone is down.
That's true.
Alright, 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. That said, that is time. Anth, you receive initiative. What you got for us? Oh, you're muted if you're talking.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I was.
Were you saying anything during the tactics or anything?
I mean, I just said I'm probably going to heal myself and share some inspiration, but nothing else.
Alright. So, you receive initiative. What would you like to do?
I will cure some of my own wounds.
Alright. So as you begin to cast that of the spell, you begin to immediately or put a hand upon your own chest, and as it does, the wounds slowly close as you heal 5 HP. Alright, that is your action. Got anything else?
And then I would give... Hello, bear lady. Welcome back. Welcome to the fight. And give the bardic inspiration. I would rather not use the macro again because it will damage them.
Do the macro! I gotcha. That said, you give a d6 of inspiration to Groswaro. That said, Anth, is that your turn? You got anything else?
That's my turn. I think I
Alright.
will fucking die if I run away.
Death Harbinger, okay. Here's what he's going to do. He's gonna be a dickbag, probably.
Not-
Alright, he has 3 people to attack that he could realistically want to try to. Alright, Lika, you're 1. Anth, you're 2. Groswall, you are 3. Anth, you are 2. He looks over, and as the tactician in his brain begins to sort of turn, he begins to think and begins to immediately focus down the individual, inspiring and healing all of the individuals he wants to snuff out. He raises his great sword and strikes towards Anth with 1 single strike. Alright, attack roll coming towards you, buddy. That is a 23 to hit and 8 points of damage. And
He's
then...
right beside Lika, right?
Yes, he is.
In terms of bonus actions, I have Companion's Protection.
What does
would
that
see
do?
this, right? It's a reaction. When a creature you see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to cause the attack to hit me instead.
That's good. That said, as it happens, you see as immediately you dive out in front of the likes of Anth and you take the blow for yourself. Anth, you do not take any damage. Instead, Lika, you take 8 points of damage and you are at 1 HP. Alright, as this happens, you see as Lika sort of flies off to the ground, just angry and just sort of enraged. However, that is the first strike. And then, the Death Harbinger looks towards you, Lika, and then Anth, and then Groswarl, and just sort of smiles for a moment. Looking at how you felt when you ran in to protect these individuals. And he just says, death comes for all. And he is going to try to maim Lika in front of Groswarl and Anth. Oh boy. That said, attack roll coming towards you, Lika. I wish you the best of luck. That is a 10. He will miss. Oh, goodness gracious. As he immediately brings the sword down. Lika, you're a, or actually, I'll tell you what, Lika, describe how you dodge out of this strike.
Very quickly, the moment I took the hit, I knew that he was probably going to hit me again, just like bear instinct, and just a necessity is use my tail to spring out of the way.
Alright, easy enough. Just barely sort of stumbling about out of, or just out of from danger. That said, that is the individual's turn. Can you do anything as a bonus action? Nope. All of those things are donezo. Alright, that is his turn. Lair actions. He is going to... Can't use that anymore. Oh, he can't use that anymore anyways. Okay. He is going to... He's going to use Death Grasp, and he's gonna roll the 2d4. That is a 4 and a 1. That is Lika and Karas. Alright, I need you two to both make, oh, did it not say? Oh, I need you guys to make a dexterity saving throws for this, to resist being grappled. As you look down below and you see a skeleton hands begin to reach out and try to grasp you, preventing your escape.
Typical.
Oh my god, someone give this man inspiration points, damn it. What's going on? 21, Lika, you were able to get out of the way, but Karas, you are grappled. Your movement speed is 0 until the end of your turn. Alright. Oh my goodness gracious. Where's the grapple condition? Boop. Alright, that said, that is the lair action. There's still a skeleton out there. This little guy, after seeing everything happening, he is still convinced that there is an individual here from this minor illusion. He swears by it, and he will strike forth as he possibly can. Short bow attack coming towards it. Okay, now he realizes it's an illusion. After 18 seconds of just, yeah, I'll get him eventually. Eventually he's like, oh wait, Ah, shit. And he just sort of begins to sort of move forward a little bit. All right, that is his turn over here. This individual is frightened. Oh god. He's gonna make a... Yeah, he can't really do much right here. He's a little bit... He's gonna take the dodge action, and he's gonna do nothing. Because he is frightened of Groswarl at the moment, who is, feared him. Oop, I don't know why you went upside down. Alright, there you go. So yeah, he does nothing. Alright, that is his turn. Lika, you receive initiative. What do you want to do?
She is going to actually do something that she normally doesn't do, but she's very injured. Already did that. She's going to dodge. That is going to be her action, and she's going to move. Dodge and move. And she's going to move over right around here.
Alrighty, dodge and move. He will make an attack of opportunity, or these two will both make attacks of opportunity. They both have their reaction. So this is going to be a skeleton.
Isn't a dodge? Dodge means like.
You mean disengage is what you're trying to do, so they don't hit you. Is that what you were trying to do?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I'll allow that. All right, you're good to go.
Sorry about that. I mean, we could just go.
Nah, you're fine. Nah, you're fine.
Okay. And then that is her action and her movement. She'll just be right there.
All right. As that happens, Karas, you receive an inspiration point from chat from Max Fish. That says it is a D6. There you go. Oh, I said, this is why we're saying to save the inspiration points for later, guys. Oh, man. That said, Lika, is that your turn or anything else?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right. Pyre, you receive initiative. What would you like to do as you see multiple bits of your allies slowly falling before your eyes?
There's nothing I really can do. I know it sounds bad, especially when it comes to damage or like healing. So he's gonna try to hit the guy.
Oh,
Man. with a ray of frost and totally whiffs it.
That said, any inspiration going your way or no?
I don't have anything.
Ah, goodness gracious. That says, Pyre, you try to strike out and send the arcane bolt towards them. However, the skeleton's able to dodge and just barely out of the way. Also with the cover, it seems to just sort of strike directly towards the sort of pillar. No effect. All right. Anything else for your turn, or is that all?
That's all I got.
Karas, you receive initiative. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, man. All right, Karas, anything you got for us? This is your turn receives. You do have a sort of skeleton, or skeletons are grabbing you and keeping you in this location.
I'm gonna take out a hand crossbow and shoot at the
Death Harbinger and all that. All right.
Harbinger.
You begin to sheathe that of the short swords and immediately pull out that of your hand crossbow. You aim with all you've got as you're struggling to aim for brief moments. But let's see what you got. Attack roll for me. 23, the arrow flies, and as it does, it careens, striking directly into the shoulder of the Death Harbinger. He drops down for a brief moment, as that is going to leave a mark. He is not looking good. Cross, that is your action. Anything else for you?
1d8 extra damage from Zephyr Strike.
Ooh, that's right. So 2 more points of damage. It all adds up. That said, is that your turn now as the strike begins to sort of electrify him slowly?
That is my turn.
All right, Groswarl, you receive initiative. That said, what would you like to do?
I would like to kick his ass.
I would like to kick this enemy's ass, please. Move up and let's see what happens.
All right. I have... Nope, don't target me.
All right.
Okay. So I have 2 weapon attack. I'm gonna go at him with my hand axe.
Alrighty, first attack roll. You bring the hand axe and try to start chopping towards him. An 11 will not hit, but you are bardically inspired if you want to use it. This is a d6. Choice is yours.
Not right now.
Alright, easy enough. That said,
But I have another attack.
You do have another attack with your
Yes,
bonus
I-
action.
Yes.
Go for it. Ooh, 12.
Oh, shit.
We gotta take
Shit,
the first
sorry.
one, sadly.
Yeah.
Always gotta take the first one no matter what. A 12
All right, this one I
will-
would like to add my bardic inspiration to.
Roll a d6 for me. 3. Oh my goodness, that is 1 below what you needed. Oh man. Unless anybody's using a player's inspiration die or anything like that, then that will miss, sadly. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
Oh, I would give you, but I'll probably need it. Sorry.
Okay.
So, Lika, you look like you're thinking about it. Are you saving it or are you using it? It is an
It's all
instant hit. If
three.
you use it, it is an instant hit, as you guys already know is
Yeah.
AC.
I used all 3 of the inspiration. Although I think, didn't she?
No, you
Yeah,
still haven't used your one.
I used all 3. I gave my 1d6 to Pyre.
Did
Yeah,
am I wrong or did that happen? Okay. All right, my brain's
That happened.
small. Okay, my bad.
Happened.
All right. That said, thank you for being honest as well. Alrighty. That said, Groswell, that is your action. Unless you want to action surge, that is your turn. Unless you got anything as a no, you already used your bonus action. Anything else?
Nope.
Or
Nope, that's it for me.
all right, no action surge coming out from Groswell.
Not yet.
Do you guys need a minute to discuss tactics, or are you good to go?
The only thing I can add here is that, just to let you know, bardic inspirations, no more.
All right. That said, if there's nothing else, let's do this. Anth, you receive initiative. What you got for us?
Not much, I think. Oh wait, is this skeleton
He is.
alive?
Oh wait, he's not friend anymore. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. Aurora the
Correct.
Protector.
Oh yeah. I thought it was a skull. I was thinking like he's.
Nah, he's not dead.
Never mind.
He is screaming in terror.
Yeah, it was just until the end of my turn.
Yeah, so he's good to go.
I really don't trust that I will survive a clash. I don't think I can do anything else besides just say go for a swing of a sword.
All right, who you hitting with the sword?
The main man.
The main man, the Death Harbinger. Yeah, all right, you bring you bring the sword out and try to slash at him to deal a little bit of damage and see if you can injure him. Make an attack roll for me.
going to make a fucking ladder out of your bones.
That says you strike out towards him. However, he's able to parry it with the great sword, and it's no effect. That said, anything else for us, Anth?
Nah,
All right.
nothing.
That says, the Death Harbinger. Hey, Groswarl. Did you look when he struck Lika? Did you look at any way, or did any change in expression or anything like that? Sad, angry, or anything like that?
I think she's just had a general like Hulk rage face the whole time. I don't think that she made any sort of like major expression change, I guess.
All right. That said, okay, he's going to make one attack roll towards Anth and another attack roll towards Groswarl. First one's going to go towards Anth, as he will try to thrust the great sword into your gut once more. Wait, what? There we go. That is a 16, and whew, he rolled a maximum damage on that one. That is 13 points of damage, and you are knocked unconscious. That said, he will not maim you. That says, That is the first strike. He will then turn towards Groswarl and do the second strike after death has come for Anthrax. Alright, one more attack roll. That is a 13, and that will hit, dealing 8 points of damage to Groswarl. The second strike at this point, you see as you immediately brought back down as Anth falls down to the ground, and you just look over towards him. And it seems to be he has, or he has instilled a bit of fear in each and every single one of you. That said, that is the Death Harbinger's turn. He can't do anything else as a bonus action. He will instead move off to the side over here and place himself in between the legs of Groswarl and Lika. Not taking an attack of opportunity because no one is, or people are incapacitated. That's his turn. Top of the round for initiative or for lair action. He will use, this hasn't been sealed yet. He is going to use Icy Prison once more. And he is going to form. Ooh. He is going to knock Lika and Groswarl prone with this thing. He will summon another ice pillar right beside you, and as he does, I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw. As you feel the sort of ground below you begin to sort of erupt, and immediately jutting outward seems to be this ice. Alright, what'd you guys get? Groswarl, that will fail. Lika, that will also fail. You two are both knocked prone. Oh boy, and you are shifted outwards this way. Alright, same thing with you, Lika. Did it? And you are shifted out this way. Alright, that is the Death Harbinger's turn on the lair action. Skeleton's turn. They're still not dead, so they will continue going. They do not have the Ruthless trait, so they can't hit Anth while he's down, but the Death Harbinger can if he gets to his turn on initiative. They will instead, this individual will attack the closest individual towards them, being Lika. This one will try to shoot a longbow towards Groswarl. Alright. Attack roll coming towards the Groswarl. Short bow attack. That is a natural one. You will see as it strikes and immediately embeds itself into the icy prison. No effect. This one over here is going to try to attack Lika with a short bow. That's an 8. That is a 22 to hit. And Lika, you are dropped unconscious with 4 points of damage. That it is not looking good at all, my friends. 2 people are down and 1 person is on 1 HP. Oh boy. Alright, that is the skeleton's turn. Lika, I need you to make a death saving throw for me. 17, that is a success. That's what we like to see. But Lika, as this is sort of happening in this moment in time, what memory begins to play in your head as you slowly slip closer and closer towards death?
Would be the first memory she had of Anthrax.
That being said, as you begin to sort of recall upon this brief sort of meeting, the first time that you met Anth, you begin to see as you look over to his unconscious and almost lifeless body, and as you're bleeding out into the water, you begin to immediately almost become enraged for a brief moment. You have to fight. You have to fight. You see as almost a skeletal hand begins to sort of reach out towards you. Definitely Erebos is the god of deaths, and you kick it away for a moment in time to resist it. That said, that is a success on your save. Pyre, you receive initiative. What you got for me? Also, Groswarl, you received inspiration die of a D4, and Pyre, you've received a D4 inspiration die.
Well, if this misses, I'm going to use it. So,
oh man,
he's gonna sidestep these pillars. I can't see through, right? So, standing here, I can actually.
Well, like they're clear as ice, you know what I mean? So it's like you can kind of see through it, but not really, as much as like an ice cube.
can I target the skeleton
Oh yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
I'm standing? Okay.
And he will not benefit from cover from it.
Okay. I'm going to send out Ice Knife.
Ice Knife, make an attack roll for me. 16 will hit, and it will deal. Oh goodness, were you hitting the Death Harbinger with the original knife, or were you hitting the skeleton with the initial blow?
The skeleton, because my understanding is if I use the Harbinger, it's gonna hit people that are down, right?
Oh yes, you are correct. That said, I need to make. Oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of damage. I need to make some dexterity saving throws. The Death Harbinger will fail with a natural 4, and the skeleton will fail with a natural 1. That's what we like to see. The skeleton, as the Ice Knife begins to soar across the sky, and embeds itself and slowly freezes over like crystal before shattering into dozens of pieces. It is dead. No more. The Death Harbinger, as it begins to strike, or as the bits of ice shards begin to strike him, you see as he tries to sort of cover himself. However, he's not able to defend that much of the blow. So it goes from this to this. Yep. All right. Damage has been applied. Pyre, that is your action. Good freaking round. Anything else you got for us?
There's not really much I can do because I can't heal anyone. So I don't have anything. Yeah, so that's my round.
All right. I will say, also keep in mind, intuition checks can be used to identify. I'm only saying this because this is your first time for the boss fight. Intuition checks can be used for more than just identifying abilities. They can identify things like statistics, like health, movement speed, but they can also identify things such as intent of what it plans to do probably next. So it is still useful, regardless.
Okay, can I use that on the
Death Harbinger? Yeah, I will allow that.
Harbinger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make an
didn't
intelligence
know.
check. Yeah.
I wanted to
That's
know
why I
the
wanted to make
intent
sure that. Oh shoot, I didn't tell them about that. So yeah, I'll allow that real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that is a 7. No, that won't be enough to determine it. That said,
The D4.
nah, it wouldn't be just be able to save it. All right. That said, that is your turn, I believe.
Yep, that's it.
All right. If that's the case, then next up in initiative, Karas, what would you like to do? You are no longer grappled at the moment.
Oh, I'm no longer grappled.
Nope, no longer grappled. It was only till the end of your turn.
Okay. I'm running towards him and I'm gonna attack him.
All right, as you do, you bring that of the short swords and try to stab at him. You see as you lost your finger, however, it's no time to worry about that. You strike him as much as you can. Make an attack roll for me. 13.
Are you
Anything else
fucking
you
joking?
anything you can add to that? I think you are inspired from Max from earlier. Oh my god, what is this? What is this Secrets in the Sands freaking luck? Ah, goodness gracious.
That's my entire turn.
Oh man.
No,
You have
no.
a bonus action if you dual wield and all that.
Yeah, but I thought he couldn't because the thing.
Well,
Two weapon fighting. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, can't do 2 weapon fighting right now. Yep, that is your turn, sadly. Unfortunate. Karas. Your
I'm
dash.
getting out of here.
With Zephyr Strike still up?
Yeah.
Alright. As you do, Groswell, you receive initiative. What you got for us?
I would like to do an intuition check to see how much health he has.
Alright.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Shit. Never mind.
Oh.
Go for it.
That said, make a wisdom check. Add your proficiency modifier, Groswell. That is not going to cut it, sadly. You have no idea what he is planning to do.
That's okay.
All right, what you
All
doing,
right.
Gross?
I am going to go on up to him and try to slashy again.
All right, make an attack roll for me. As you bring the likes of whichever weapon it may be, I don't know, whether you're using the glaive, the hand axe, or your claws, up to you.
Hand axe.
Hand axe, 15, just barely misses. You adding anything to that?
Yes, I have 1d4. I would like to add my d4.
All right, no worries. It instantly hits with the D4. That says you deal 8 points of damage as you slash out towards them. You see as he begins to drop down at this point, he sort of staggers for a bit and stumbles as the strike sort of comes from behind him, and he looks to face you. That's your attack action. You have a bonus action.
I would like to attack him again.
Go for it. Make another attack. 7. Ooh. The second time at this point, as he looks over towards you, he's able to sort of parry it with the great sword. No effect. Anything else?
Hey, so doesn't something happen when I do action surge?
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I remember this. What is it? Come on, Key. Channel your goldfish brain.
Did the damage apply to the Harbinger?
I will make sure and confirm. I believe it did, but I'll make sure. It doesn't look like it. I will look at his HP. No, it did not. Thank you for saving that. Yeah, for some reason it didn't go through. Oh, because it didn't. Because it didn't count the miss. Thank you, Pyre. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, I think it was that, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh, wait. I think it's coming back to me. Alright. I kind of roughly remember shit. Hey, DMs out there, remember to write stuff down. Because it helps out, I promise. It helps out. Alright, Groswall, you want to action surge? Okay, here's what happens. As you begin to action surge, you begin to see as her eyes begin to slowly shine for a brief moment, bits of almost the wind begins to slowly form, almost as a blizzard, a single flurry begins to take her. As it does, oh goodness, everyone make a perception check for a brief moment in time. Anybody who is conscious at the moment. Yeah. Higher 11, Karas, you too. Oh, he is unavailable, so he will not be able to see it. All right, as this happens, oh goodness, Groswall, this is what you hear in the back of your head. Go forth and fly, my Valkyrie. And as it happens, you immediately unleash almost a divine roar outwards, and you channel the likes of an action surge. Make another attack roll for me, and make it with, since it's the first time, make it with advantage. Oh goodness. And Pyre, you see just an ever so shimmer. I mean, you could kind of blink and maybe miss it, but just something kind of emanating from Groswall's back. Who knows what it could be, but it's some sort of silhouette maybe emanating, and that's all I can say about that with an 11. All right, attack roll with advantage, Groswall. One more time. That is a 12. That is a 12. Anybody got anything to add to it? Goodness gracious, guys, it's not happening today. It is not happening. All right. Well, if no one's adding inspiration points, that is where it is. You begin to almost, or Groswall, as it takes you, you sort of almost channel with too much sort of anger and rage, and as it happens, you look towards the bottom part of your hand where the mark is, and it slowly begins to course with a little bit of an astral light, and it takes over you for a brief moment as you're unable to sort of get a hold of your senses. That is your turn. All right. Anth. Is there any, question, do you guys need a minute to discuss tactics, or do we skip it?
I think we need to discuss how we're going to prevent people from dying at least a little bit.
Oh, I also, yes, there is a thing here. So here's an issue at the moment. Oh boy, because now we are in a pickle. I don't think you guys realize how bad in danger you are at the moment. Because you might have forgot one trait that this individual has. Does anybody remember what it is? Quiz.
It's the one where he pushes death throws. So
yes.
He attacks those that are down.
Yes. And there are two individuals who are down at the moment. Specifically, there's Lika right beside him. So, here's the issue. Anth is down at the moment, and the Death Harbinger goes next. we will have to roll whether he is distracted by Graw's Warl or if he will attack Lika. And we will go from there. And afterwards, if he attacks Lika, and if he doesn't use both attacks, then she will have to make the death saving throw for her very life, or she will die. Alright, that being said, you guys know the stakes. It's not looking good at all. A minute to discuss, or a minute, I will actually give you a minute and 30 to discuss tactics, and go from there. Alright.
Pyre's got no healing, so nothing he can really do about that.
I have a question about health potions because somebody in the chat gave me a health potion, but I don't remember how that works.
Oh, so a health potion, basically it's a D4 health potion, and it's used specifically to, it's typically used for people to get them back up on their feet. It takes a bonus action for you to drink, and it takes an action to feed it to somebody.
Okay.
Alright.
The question I have is, can we use like medical supplies to heal people in combat, or are those just specifically to craft healing?
Those are specifically to craft healing potions.
Okay.
You can make it, now granted, you can make a medicine check to stabilize someone. That is an option.
True.
Alright. Resuming timer.
I really don't have anything damage-wise that I can really do. Well, first of all, if like Witch Bolt hits, it does 1d12 each turn. But if it misses, I shock the hell out of everyone around it. So
Yeah, I don't quite trust that with your roll.
yeah, which doesn't really help.
Mm.
If I can, the thing is, if I can hit, I can slow it down, but I can't hit it to save my life.
I feel like the best bet is for me to hit
50
20
seconds.
and then use heals.
And I don't have Portent anymore. Like I'm all out.
I think the main thing here is to just survive. Survive whatever you can.
Yeah, just throw whatever we have at it.
Do it. Just do it up. Cowabunga. Let's go.
Okay.
Cowabunga
Go
it
on.
is.
I don't
30
like
seconds
it.
left to discuss tactics.
I don't like leaving my fellow players out to dry though. That's the problem.
Anthrax, you've received a
It's
D4
a hard
inspiration
fight,
die.
though.
It is.
It's a hard battle though. To be honest, we're facing something we've never faced before. Not even the Robo Chicken could face this, so like we're good. We're fine.
I don't know about that one.
Question, Sensei. A certain line attack that I have,
Uh-huh.
can I stop it short, or do I have to maneuver where it can go its full distance?
Which one is it?
It's Tasha's Caustic Brew.
I would argue that you could get or go past it. Because
so
that spell is, if I remember right, it's like a lob of acid. It could go over the ice as well, if you wanted it to.
Well, it's a line of 30 feet, so like if
Yeah.
I cast it where I'm at, it's gonna go 30 feet, hit Lika. Or can
I think you can move it around in an angle to make it where you don't hit Lika, if I'm pretty sure. I will confirm that. Oh god. Jeez. Yeah, like there's plenty of angles to do it.
Okay. That's what I plan to do. Instead of rolling an attack roll, it's gonna have to make a dex save. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, that is 10 seconds left. All right, well, if that's the case, I wish you all the best of luck, my friends, because now death is on the line. Oh goodness, gotta put an announcement in Soulbound. All right, hold up 1 second.
Can we use our inspiration as negatives at half face value?
Yeah, you can affect any D20 roll, and whether you want to add something or subtract it.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Time of the Frostmaiden. Gotta ask the questions. Gotta ask the questions. Alright. That said, alright, let's freaking do this, everybody. Anth, I need you to roll a death saving throw for me. That is a 9. That will fail unless anybody can add anything to that.
Doesn't Ant have like a spell?
Yeah, I have 1d4 inspiration.
It's up to you if you want to use that.
I really don't want to use my fucking inspiration to stay alive, but
You don't have to.
Does anyone have anything to save at least someone? Or wait, can somebody use my potions to get me up?
Yeah, they have to go grab it off your person, but yeah, they can do that.
Yeah. I was just thinking like, maybe somebody can make it to me and use one, and I have one left.
Oh, you have one on you?
I think so.
Hey.
I've used one.
Yeah, you got a. Yeah, you got a
I have
potion
one
from
left.
earlier, unless you used it.
Yeah.
I actually no, I think you may have used it. That was the D4, unless you have another one.
Yeah, I had to. Like, I used one, and I had to. Unless you can't have more than
The
one.
person who has the swirling token. All right.
But yeah, I'd rather not use my inspiration here. So maybe someone can help me out here.
Are you
Alright.
on 1 or 2
Well-
death saves?
That is the
this is the
first
first.
failed death save.
Okay.
All right. So I assume that is where it lies. Okie dokie. That is your turn. You do receive another inspiration point from chat, but it doesn't overwrite it. You still have your original one. I gotta use it
Yeah.
or lose it. All right. That said, next up in initiative, the Death Harbinger. Oh god, I have dreaded this fucking turn. I have dreaded this entirely. Okay. All right. That said, I'm going to make a roll, an insight check. Roswarl, you can save this possibly. If you are trying to get his attention and keep it away from Lika's, I'll say this, you already made an attack roll to him, so that at least there's a chance. How are you trying to maintain his sight and maintain his attention in this moment in time?
She's not still doing like the glowy stuff from the action surge, right?
No, but you are sort of, it is a little bit of a sort of flurry, sort of rushing around you, a bit of a mini blizzard, and it's slowly dissipating at this point.
She is just roaring her head off and like clawing at the air and like, come at me, bro, kind of a thing. She's just like fucking raging and looking him dead in the eye, challenging him.
That said, make an intimidation check, Groswarl. 21? Oh, goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Does he have anything? He does not. I wish you guys the best of luck. He's making an insight check. He has to beat a 21, or he's going. If he beats a 21, he may or may not go for Lika. That is a 20. Oh my god! As immediately he begins to look towards you, he looks towards Lika, and at this point you're trying to get as much of his attention, being as intimidating as possible. At this point, he takes delight in what's to come next. He grabs his great sword and tries to finish you off. 2 strikes coming towards you without remorse. All right, attack roll. Great sword. That is a 9. The first one will miss. Second one coming towards you. That is a natural 1. That will instantly miss. You see, with 2 single strikes, immediately the water begins to fly out, and at this point, he sees not the wrath or not the presence of a simple bearkin, but instead the wrath of a Valkyrie. That is his turn, and he can't do shit else, so that's what he's got. All right, Skeleton's turn. This idiot's gonna probably just rush over and probably just oh god, this is bad. He's gonna try to immediately dash over to the likes of Pyre, grab his short sword, and try to stab him if he can. All right. That is a 20. Oh, goodness. That said, and Pyre immediately goes down with one single strike. Unfortunate. He rolled max damage or the exact damage that he needed to bring it down. As it happens, he takes the blade out and Pyre's lifeless body hits the floor. Lika.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Can I use the D4 to decrease that?
Yes. Not the damage dice, only the D20 roll.
Right, the attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
With my reaction, can I? Oh shit. Hang on.
You have 14 AC. If you
Right.
have shield, you could bump that up to 19.
So I would have to roll.
A 3 or 4, right? Yeah, 3 or 4. Or no. No, you just have to roll 2, 3, or 4.
It's not. Don't roll a 1.
Yeah. Want to risk it for the
worth
biscuit?
Yeah,
Ah.
it's worth it not having another person down. So
All right.
doesn't matter.
What the hell is
How is this possible?
I
don't understand.
I hate it so much. Oh,
I hate it here.
I hate it so much. Jesus Christ.
These rolls are bad.
Oh
mean,
my
yeah.
God.
The dice decide the game. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, you're fucking doing
fucking
that.
God. That said, that is where it lies. You cast shield. No effect. He's able to pierce through it just barely. Alright. That is that. Lika, I need you to make a death saving throw. Roll a d20 for me. Oh, so close to a 20, damn it. That said, on an 8, that will be a failed death save. At this point, Lika, as you begin to sort of recall to the likes of Nth, you see as one another are sort of bleeding out in unison, and you look towards the likes of Pyre, and more of the skeletal hands begin to raise and take you from this world. Alright, Pyre, I need you to make a death saving throw. Oh my
no.
God, what the fuck was that dice? It was on 15 and then just cocked over to a 5. My God, what is this? This is disgusting. With this 5, Pyre, what memory do you have that plays amongst your head as you fall unconscious?
I don't know. Come back to me.
Alright, easy enough. Karas, you receive initiative. What would you like to do? Why are you back to full? How the fuck?
What?
How the fuck?
Ow. I'm
You're
at 1.
Yeah, you're at 1 HP, right? Okay. I don't
Took a
fucking
long
know.
rest behind the wall.
It took a long rest over here. Oh man.
I'm gonna run towards him
Alright.
again and just attack him.
That said, your clash are just a normal attacks.
Just normal attacks.
Normal attacks. Also, your camera's off, by the way. 21 will hit.
I
Gotcha,
have
gotcha.
one minute.
Easy peasy, don't worry about it. On that said, easy peasy, a single slice with the likes of 21. It strikes towards him, and you see as he drops down, he is badly injured at this point, dealing 8 points of damage. You got a bonus action. Plus an extra
Shit, D8.
yeah. Come on. 3.
Ah.
Hey, it all adds up, man. It all adds up. That said, at 3 more points of damage, that is your action for the hit, or is that your bonus action for the Zephyr Strike? I don't know how that works.
Action
wait.
for Zephyr Strike.
Gotcha. As it strikes down, you see as he's looking worse for wear. He is barely standing at this point. Karas, is that your turn, or do you do anything else? He is over the likes of Lika, Anth, and Groswall at the moment.
I'm gonna zoom back
All right. That said, that
behind
is
the
your,
wall.
that is your turn then. All right, no intuition checks from anybody. Gros, I can't, man. I'm sorry. Oh boy. That said, Groswarl, you receive initiative. What you got for me?
I would like to do an intuition check to see how much HP he has.
There you go. Get in the habit of doing it at the beginning of your turns. Oh man. That is, remember, inspiration points or inspiration die do not stack. Chat is just like Lika. Everybody give it to Lika. It's not adding up. Oh man, she still only has the one that she had from before. All right. That said, 12 plus your wisdom. Oh god, what the fuck is my DPI? Jeez. Alright, plus 2, so that's 14 plus your expertise, or excuse me, proficiency. Yeah, that'll actually do it. That is what you need. What would you like to learn from the creature?
I would like his HP.
His HP, he is at 26 HP at the moment.
Okay.
Alright. It is coming down to the wire, my friends. It is coming down to the wire. Alright. Groswarl, what you got for us?
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing and just hack away.
Hack away. 8 will miss. However, you have a bonus action attack.
Yes.
14 will also miss. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'd like to give my D8 inspiration from Max to Groswarl.
All right. That says, roll a D8 for me, please. 7, that will hit. Roll damage for me for the hand axe. 5 points of damage to the Death Harbinger. As it does, you see as now he's just infuriated the longer this fight goes. And at this point, gosh, he is looking to end this here and now. Groswarl, that is your action and bonus action. Anything else you got?
That's it.
All right, it's just a DPS check at this point. Do you guys need tactics or anything like that?
I suppose just kill the motherfucker.
Yep.
All right. That said, oh boy, no one was able to heal anybody that round. Unfortunate. All right. Well, if that is the case, keep in mind, and you have failed one death saving throw, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you roll a 1 on your next death saving throw, Anthrax is dead. All right. Lika, you have also failed a death saving throw on your turn. Ruthless is still in play. If you fail a 1, you will also die. Pyre, same thing. If you roll a 1, you die. All right. Here we go. I wish you all the best of luck. Anth, before you make this roll, what is the final memory that plays before you as you slip closer and closer to death?
The moment he stepped a foot to the ship that took him to this cursed fucking land.
As it happens, you begin to see, as you look around towards all the individuals, to try to start almost a new life in the Azure Taiga. However, some things are just unfortunate, the previous events. However, at least you had the likes of Lika by your side through and through, no matter what. That being said, Anthrax, I need you to roll a d20 for me. That is a 7. That is not a 1, but that is also a failed death save. If you fail your next one, you die. All right. That said, Anth, that is your turn. Death Harbinger's turn. He is still looking towards Groswarl. And now, oh boy, 2 attack rolls going towards you. Let's hope and pray. Because, oh god. This is not good, my friends. Not good. Attack roll coming towards you. That is a 9. That will miss. That is very, very good. You can at least survive a second one if he hits at max damage. We'll see. Alright, he will bring that of his great sword up and try to slash at you one more time, carving into you. That is another natural 1. Oh my god! 9 and 8, same thing like last time. That said, Groswarl, you were able to stand your ground and hold off. Skeleton's turn. There is no one else to attack, and no one's dealt with him, so he's just gonna rush over and try to surround you and strike at you, Groswarl. Karas is nowhere in sight. Alright, short sword attack. That is a 7. You're able to dodge out of the way at this point as the bits of the flurry is slowly flowing around them, and they are almost brought back before it. That is the skeleton's turn. Lika, oh boy, we get to this. Alright. What is the final memory that plays before you face death?
Out of all of the friends that she has met, she will think on the newest friend that she has made, her candle friend. And she will think about the questions she had for them. For the memory kind of shifts, and the candle friend kind of shifts into this kind of memory of a statue. And the statue is that of a bearkin with long antlers that reach up to the sky. And she will remember sitting at the base of that statue and ponder it deeply, carefully ponder it. And all the times that she laid down at the bottom of that statue, being told that if she was ever lost, to look for that creature. And she will make her death saving throw.
That is a 16. That is a success. Holy shit. And that being said, also take an inspiration or DM's inspiration die for that one. Oh boy. And that's why I always have people narrate what they see. That is a free reroll of your choice on anybody. All right. That said, Lika, you succeed with 1 death save. You are at 2 successes and 1 failure at the moment. But we're not out of the boat, yes. Or we're not out of the boat yet. Pyre, you receive initiative. You're in the same boat. If you roll a 1, you die. What is the final memory that plays before you? You're muted.
That's probably a good thing though. But, yeah, there were some words after that one. He would so realistically, since the death save went wrong, he would probably be. What would be flashing is him running from the city, being chased after his last moments trying to escape, and he's thinking back to, I can't remember his name, and I was trying to find his backstory, but the other fire genasi that helped him escape the city before he was caught. Got his name. It's in my backstory somewhere.
Just flipping through the pages. Hold up.
It's not like you have like 80,000 backstories in there, right?
Nah, not at all. What are you talking about? You run for 24 players. Ridiculous. Oh man. Actually, I don't think you gave me a name for him.
I did, but I don't remember where.
It's fine. I understand who you're talking about though, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right.
So, oh, maybe not. But yeah.
As this happens, oh boy, 17. As you do, you begin to sort of recall back of you just running and running and running away from the tree, far from here, and eventually just trying to sort of uncover this knowledge, this forbidden knowledge that you must find. And you know your work is not done yet. Your journey does not end here and now, and you fight through and push away from the clutches of death itself. That's a 17, and that is a success. One death save is good. All right, Karas, you receive initiative. 3 individuals are down, and they are bleeding out at the moment. What would you like to do?
The same thing.
All right. Make an attack roll for me.
Strike.
All right, Zephyr strike. Let's see what you got. 14. Anything you want to add to that?
I do not have anything.
All right. No one's using inspiration from the other players.
I was like one person in the chat who was saying that they had a refund of an inspo, but I'm not sure if that still applies.
I see. Unfortunate then. It says it was refunded.
I will put my 1d4 inspiration for this one.
Alright.
Oh.
Roll a d4 for me, buddy. Yes, thank God. Oh, thank God. Roll damage. Jesus. That is the most stressful d4 I've ever seen in my life. I can't take this, y'all.
Hey, Sensei. By the way, his name was Spark.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in chat between you and I.
Alright.
Fuck. Why the fuck do I roll normal damage?
You can just hit him again or something like that if you gotta. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
9 points of damage. Jeez, let's go. Add a little bit more. Come on.
Fuck.
3 point. Hey, it all adds up, my friend. Don't you dare complain about that. You see, as the Death Harbinger, as he's dropped down to one knee, and he looks and stares you directly in the face on his level, and he just begins to say, "Oh goodness, death comes for you all." As that happens, you stab him directly into the likes of his throat, and you see as he immediately begins to sort of cough out the bits of blood, and he stands there almost defeated. What would you like to do? Are you moving away again, or are you standing your ground?
I'm checking his health.
He is at, with your bonuses, he is at 9 HP.
Holy fuck.
Oh God, it's time to roll the dice, my friends. Oh, good.
I zoom back.
All right, you zoom back, and you get back. Oh gosh, Grosworld. You want pressure or you want no pressure, Grosworld? I leave this to you as a player.
No, give me the pressure. This is terrible. You know what? Let's just do it.
All right, Grosworld, I have a proposition for you. You have a chance to be able to kill this enemy here and now. You have 2 attack rolls and 2 chances to finish this guy off. You will need every single ounce of strength you possibly can muster for this single thing. You're going to want to use all your inspiration die, the whole 9 yards. I wish you the best of luck. Because if not, then we're gonna go another round in initiative, and we may see another death in Anth, and Lika, and even Pyre. However, remember, Grosworld, you've also received an inspiration point from Gore of the Meadows from Valley of Dreams. Gore sees your strength, and he will not let you falter now. That said, remember, because after the Death Harbinger is killed, all the ads also drop with him, and combat is over. And as you guys remember before, in the Rime the Frostmaiden fight with the Stonehenge, once all enemies are down, all of them are out of combat, no more death saves. It's all or nothing right here. It's all or nothing. It's time for you to crush, says Gore. Alright, Grosworld, make an attack, or do what you do. You receive initiative.
Excellent. One quick question: is that just like 1 inspiration point, or is that like a
It's
die?
a D6. It's a D6.
1d6. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll remind you.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
That's a 20. That's a big 20 right there. Roll damage with 1 single strike, dealing 5 points of damage. Good stuff. That said, oh God, it's coming to it. That said, 4 HP left. You bring that of your hand axe and try to strike with all you've got. Bonus action attack now for me. That's a 16. Roll damage. Come on. That's 5 points of damage. How do you want to do this, Grosworld?
Laurel
Holy shit.
has been growling and roaring this whole time, and she suddenly just gets silent and just puts her head down and gets close to him and looks him dead in the eye and lifts her axe up above his head, and without breaking eye contact, slams it down directly into his forehead.
And as you do, you see as he begins to scream out as you split it completely in half, bisecting it. And as it happens, you watch as his head slowly freezes over with an astral light, coursing with a bit of crystal-like energy, and it freezes over his entire form. And you immediately watch, it shatters into millions of tiny pieces as he is defeated. In unison, all the skeletons in the area begin to slowly dissipate and shatter into oblivion. And with that, your souls are no longer bound, as you have claimed your victory. And with that, that is where we will end today's session. Oh my god. I am not. You guys are giving me heart attacks over here. Please. I can't. I freaking can't, man.
I hate my rolls.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Pyre and Bimrock. I
With
can't.
how bad the rolls are, I am launching a technical, dive into Foundry's code to figure out what the hell that was. Because that was
Please do
bull
it.
crap.
Oh my god.
I am going to decompile all their freaking code until I find their dice rolling mechanic, and I'm going to figure out what the hell just happened.
Holy shit. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Holy shit, wait. We had 45 people fucking watching, Jesus Christ. Thank you for everybody who decided to tune into the stream today. Appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I'm gonna go say goodbye to chat. Thank you guys for being amazing players. I know we gotta get going, so if you gotta bounce out and skedaddle, go. We don't gotta hold you, but thank you guys again for playing. I appreciate each and every single one of you. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, goodness. Jesus Christ. I freaking can't, man. I can't. My heart can only take so much. It really can. Between Secrets in the Sands and between freaking Rime of the Frostmaiden, boss fight week has been insane. It's been insane. I can't. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. That being said, thank you for everybody who's watching. For those of you guys who don't know and are just stopping by, my name is SenseiSuplex, and essentially I am a professional dungeon master for Project Aurora. Funny enough, people mentioned on the podcast yesterday, why don't you hide dice rolls and all this stuff? Why don't you just sort of nerf it where, oh, they made an attack roll, just sort of ease off the HP and whatnot? That is the exact same fucking reason why we do not hide dice rolls. Grozwaro freaking earned that victory, and everybody saw it. No one can deny it. That was her strength, and also all the Auroraverse's strength, and that is why we will never fudge a dice roll, and we will always show it on stream. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to actually join into the persistent universe of Project Aurora, where several other dungeon masters as well as myself basically all run campaigns and one-shots in this sort of universe, hey, if you want to be a player, you want to be a DM, you want to be a person that just helps out and makes the universe flourish, join the Discord. We'd love to have you. We have an awesome, super inclusive community where everybody's involved and encouraged to play D&D no matter freaking who or what you are or what background you come from. Everybody gets to play. So, hey, if that sounds interesting, be sure to do that. And also, I meant to mention as well before, we're actually looking for 2 new players for Rime of the Frostmaiden, because obviously 2 people were going to have to drop out. So, hey, if that was at least remotely interesting to you and you want to be a part of this sort of thing, make sure to join the Discord, contact me, SenseiSuplex, afterwards, and we'll get to talking. But yeah, that's all I got. If you want to support me, go to Patreon, blah, blah, blah. We'll go see if we can go raid somebody from the Rolling Together team. Sunday, we're gonna be live tomorrow, Sunday at 10 p.m. or excuse me, 2 p.m. Eastern time for Secrets in the Sands. It'll be a shorter session, but we'll definitely be playing. I think that I will have to call for the Valley of Dreams will not have to happen this week. It'll probably have to be, we'll probably pick it up and do a longer session next week though, if we can. That said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in a minute. We're gonna go raid over Roll Together RPG. They're playing some D&D, I think. So let's go send that over. Boop. Roll Together RPG. All right, everybody, go join the raid. Let's go freaking make ourselves known. All right, bye guys.